Yeah, I like downloaded like a note journal thing the other day, and I was like,
Yeah, you go ahead.
yeah, you can just kind of hear yourself, and it helps you like with interrupting people.
That's definitely real.
Domino's Pizza Truck, I'm calling you.
Domino's Pizza Tracker.
It's all. See, I gotta put the headphones on.
He doesn't have any.
Oh, that sucks. Use mine. I don't care.
Yeah, he can use Cokes.
I've heard it many times.
Good music.
That's definitely real.
The Domino's Pizza Truck, I'm calling you. Smoking the weed, then order the food. It's
I guess we'll listen to it twice. That only seems logical. Yeah, run that pizza tracker back. This is Will freestyling the Domino's
good
Pizza Tracker.
music.
That's definitely real.
The Domino's Pizza Truck, I'm calling you.
Yeah, it's pretty good, right?
Dude, that's Will.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Our goal is to get Domino's as a sponsor.
Fuck. And I used to work for Papa John.
And it's gonna be Will just in blackface as a Rastafarian,
That's what he does, dude.
and then that's how we know we made it. As
That's when Stone Coke Sober has officially made it.
yeah, this is when we can get away with Will in blackface. That's how we know anybody's made it.
I was in blackface.
If we
In
can get
this-
away with
in
it.
this scenario.
You haven't gotten away with it before because you're Venezuelan.
I'm good.
Because you're
Mexican.
Mexican, yeah.
Yeah, Will, Alec gave me a little sneak peek of the Rastafarian accent. I was wondering, I did see the McDonald's prank call. I was hoping we could get a prank call with the accent this episode.
I suck.
Oh shit.
What,
What
did you
we
like
gonna
it?
call?
That was fun.
I
see
saw
your
the
part.
McDonald's
Okay, good.
prank call.
You saw the McDonald's prank. Okay, I
video.
mean we can do a prank phone call.
You saw
I
the-
don't have-
yeah,
I'm
we
not
can do it.
opposed to it.
We'll do it.
I was cracking the fuck up.
You should have, because
I'm old. I love prank calls.
Will did one, and then I did one.
Yeah, I mean we can all do
And
it.
then,
the best
and
part.
then and then Coke
was
did
mine.
well in the animated one. You're not in it. And then Coke did
that,
one.
that
missed
was
it.
your idea?
No, you just
No,
missed my
we
part.
all-
The best part.
We all did one.
Alec
and then-
only pays them to animate him and Will. They kind of
Yeah.
cut me out.
And then Coke went last. And Coke just like had a conversation with the guy, and then he just goes, "Well, you just got prank called, bro." And the guy was like, "What? I don't." You're just asking me normal questions about the McDonald's menu.
I can't think of anything. I can't think of a damn thing to do. That was funny. And I'm like,
like-
gotcha.
Yeah.
Hung up on
Bad.
it.
Y'all each did McDonald's.
Yeah, yeah.
Trying to get this cake.
Similar thing, trying to get the cake.
I would have put you as a pretty good prank caller, Coke.
Yeah.
Just from what I know about.
Will
everything I
Rent,
know
that's
about
true. I've done good in the past, but Will killed it, and I just felt like I was repeating him, asking the same questions. I'm like, well, I got you. I gave up. I couldn't think of nothing, dude.
I mean, see, we can
but
so
we can
I-
do it
I-
again. We can do it.
Yeah, I have. So like, it's connected to the phone, and we can call anybody. I mean, you want to call Ray?
Yeah, we can get it. Let's get in
Like,
the
yeah,
groove a little bit.
Ray's
We
already
can
watching.
call anybody.
He's
So
on.
like, it's just that would be a test call. But I mean,
think-
if we'll think of somebody, and if
I think
whoever,
Mr.
whatever-
Smith would be good at calling any sort of dental place.
Can we call the dental office?
Yeah.
in Tijuana,
ask them if they're
in Tijuana, and you got to be like, listen, are you guys hiring?
yeah.
I'm an American and I need a job, and I don't speak
Not
Spanish.
legal in the U.S., but maybe you'll hire me.
You're not legal in the U.S.
No.
So you had a like
My license goes, so
you
they'll
He
take
just got a lot
never do.
cooler.
I would
He just got a lot cooler,
Talk
Mr.
closer
Smith.
into the mic.
I would have to go to Tijuana because I'm not legal in the United States.
That's right, dude. Something always seemed like a legal immigrant about you.
You can tell him your tooth hurting
would-
for some Tijuana whores.
Well, have you heard about that kid that was he was practicing as a doctor and he was doing it legally?
Haitian dude, in
Yeah.
South Florida. Yeah, he's hilarious.
Oh, that guy rocks.
It's like 16, and he was already arrested like 4 times for different impersonating different careers, and one was a doctor. And he's like 18. Yeah, at the time he was 16, he got arrested.
Hold on,
He's
I'll
like
be right
20 now, still doing it and getting arrested, wearing a coat. It's
Who would believe
yeah,
Wait, is that?
too many people at first, but yeah, now it's
I was just watching. It was John Oliver's like the last week tonight. He did one about just the health industry and all that kind of stuff, the medical industry, and he's like showed this video like this guy who was like. It was like this. I think it was in Florida also, but he had like fucked up all these people's surgeries. Like a couple people had like died and like been like, and like he was in a lot of trouble. And they're interviewing him, and he's just like still practicing. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm expected to be in court." And he's like, "But I'm still working now." And he's just like so casual about it. He's like, "Yeah, I mean, I'm in court, but we're still working." And they're like,
flash his number on the bottom of the screen. Call him.
yeah. They literally in the interview he goes, I have a patient like outside as he's being interviewed about medical malpractice. And he's like, I have a patient coming in just a second.
you guys might not say anything to her about this. Let her watch the news.
She walked in and was like, what was that about? He's like, oh, just
Fans,
yeah.
crazy fans.
Crazy. I'm such a good doctor.
Well, that was Dr. Death. It's
Yeah.
Oh, didn't we look into that, Alec?
Yeah, Dr. Day is super famous.
Yeah.
He was like intentionally killing them though.
And he
Oh, we're talking about someone else. Then. Never mind.
came through Tennessee too. The TV program.
Wow, he toured?
No, that was his training,
Oh, okay, yeah.
and then he went elsewhere to do his.
He was on tour.
Yeah, that's right.
He went on tour as Dr. Death.
I thought you were talking about the comedian, the suicide guy. That's a comedian as well. He helps people.
know that.
There's a doctor that made the pod that lets you kill yourself
Oh,
in
yeah,
Sweden, and he's known as I thought Dr. Death, but some other version of that, Dr. Suicide Death.
Have you seen
But he does comedy.
the pods in Sweden? Have you seen these?
No, I don't know what that is.
This guy made suicide pods, and like
work?
so you can kill yourself.
Go inside of it,
It
and then
just blows nitrous oxide.
Nitrous
in.
oxide.
It looks sexy though.
Let's look it up.
It's a nice looking pod, but I was researching on him.
it looks like my car.
It is.
Looks like a smaller version of my car.
Yeah, it looks like a deprivation tank. Like you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
It looks like one of those. It looks like if you walk to somebody's house, I'm like, wow, that's great. But it's just to kill yourself, and it's his 5th kill yourself machine that he's made.
Wow.
That's like all he's done. And now I was looking him up. Now he does comedy in Sweden. He's the guy that makes the kill yourself
Did he lose
machines.
his license?
And
Nope.
well, he's not a doctor.
Oh, he's just a guy.
He's just a guy that
Yeah,
made.
I
He's the opposite of a doctor, really,
Yeah.
if you think about it.
Yeah, he helps people
Adam talking?
because you're allowed to just kill yourself.
Talking to it, Adam?
right here, like this.
No, Adam.
Yeah, well, I mean, I had never heard of that. Yeah, I thought it's
It's 5th one he's made.
shout out.
The
Is that
I think you just
Morgan was
nailed
the guy
it.
that
Yeah.
started
Yeah.
it in the States. Yeah, but I don't.
yeah, this is a guy who just makes machines that you can kill yourself, and he's made 5 of them now. And his latest and greatest is it's a modern marvel.
I mean, they look cool. I'll give them that.
So what's the time required? Just curious. When you go in the pod,
Good
in other
question.
words, what's your rental per hour?
Yeah.
What's your rate?
Yeah,
like a hooker.
I don't know. But like
You do know.
the old ones, you would just like hook it up into your arm, and it was just like a little weird screen. It's like first model, and it would just ask you like 5 or 6 times, "Are you sure?" And like,
Yeah.
"Are you sure?" And then you just keep having to hit yes. And then now it's like you just lay in a pot and just pumps nitrous in it until you just slowly.
That's a good way
Whip
to
it.
go. Sure.
I guess.
Futurami.
Yeah, in Futurama they do have in the future they have like suicide booths. You can just.
They're gonna have like Grateful Dead shows soon, but like,
What?
That's what I was saying. I was saying
like
you
a
can
big whip it.
you can connect your
Oh.
Spotify.
Yeah, don't let
into
Kevin
the-
Quigley know about the suicide machines or nitrous.
Yeah, you can
He's
connect your.
diving in.
Shout out quickly.
Shout out Kevin the Quigster.
Yeah, but it's fun. Like I just saw like a video the other day that just came out. It's like this girl in 28 from Sweden, and she's like, they're like interviewing her, and she's just like, yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm gonna kill myself soon. And she-
28.
Yeah, she's 28. She's like, it's just been too much. She's like, I'm gonna do it.
Life's
And,
so
like,
hard.
Yeah, it's just so.
Jeez.
It's like romanticizing suicide in a way. Like it is.
Yeah.
Like if you walked in, and you saw it in somebody's house. Like you wouldn't see it in a poor guy's house. It is a fancy looking contraption.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I mean, are they wide open out there? Like, just it's nothing illegal.
yeah. I get have to be.
Swedish people.
Have to be. When we watched the videos of people who like went to his comedy shows, people after it's like seemed like it was more of a sales pitch for his suicide machine. But it's there you go.
Well, no repeat customers though, so you have to keep marketing.
Yeah, it's but he could, if he gets everybody, then
If he hits everybody,
yeah, if he gets
well, then
everybody,
he's the king.
He's the
He's the
king.
king.
Then I guess he gets in it.
He's the greatest salesman ever.
Yeah,
He gets everybody to buy these like iPhones.
that's what that play "Death of a Salesman" is about. It's suicide of a salesman.
Suicide death.
Death of a customer.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Death of a cut. That's the sequel. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
I love that.
This is most of what we talk about here on Stone Cold Sober is
Yeah, wait, give me
innovations in suicide.
Yeah. I can't hear Adam on mine.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to fucking figure.
You got it, Jamie.
Well, for the people listening, welcome to Smiths, everybody. Welcome to Smiths.
Welcome to Smiths.
Okay, here.
This is our good buddy Adam Smith. He owns a comedy club called Accidental Chaos AC. And we have his dad here, the president of the American Atheist Association.
He'll fix your teeth.
Did you see his shirt?
Yeah, I wear this on Sundays.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, and I have a different one every week. I have several of these, so I keep pushing my message.
That's what I asked him earlier. I go, what do you talk about at those meetings? Nothing.
Bada bing, bada
Yeah,
bing.
That's good, dude. That's good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What
It's
do they
hard to
ta-
hurt an atheist with a joke, you
But
know?
what do
Like
y'all
that.
talk? What do y'all talk about there? It's like everybody's on the same page.
Actually, that's true. There was quite a long list. I mean, there was probably speakers for 3 days, about an hour a slot, and with a keynote, But we'll have a testimony from a child that was raised in one of these crazy religious cults that they don't let them escape, and so this one escaped, and so she's giving her.
People at Trump rallies are mostly on the same page too. So
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
A lot more
hard to argue.
passion.
It's interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
sure. Who's like that big guy, Richard Dawkins? Isn't that the big?
I have not seen Dawkins, but yeah, he's one of the big guys.
Yeah, Christopher Hitchens wasn't he a pretty
He
big guy?
passed away.
Yeah, Christopher Hitchens is dead.
10 years ago or more.
Yeah, R.I.P.
One of my faves.
I guess not even R.I.P. Just R.I. Just rest in whatever.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, well, he doesn't rest in peace though, because he goes nowhere. So it's just,
Well, he's not resting.
he's just
He's
not
just
even
not.
anything. It's
It's
just,
just the end of
what do
the sentence.
atheists say when
Not.
somebody dies? All right.
See you later. Not.
Do
Yeah.
do
Rest-
religious people kind of like protest your convention?
No,
Do
but
they have pickets?
actually, yes, they do.
I
They're
knew
out
it.
there holding up
I
posters.
fucking knew it.
But what's interesting is, of course, they have their convention on Easter weekend every year.
Oh, it's a big fuck you. That's kind of
Well, yes, you could say that, but really, the hotel convention rates are very cheap on Easter because
That's-
nobody else
so they're Jewish.
gonna plan-
So all these guys are Jewish.
Nah. Jews.
convention on Easter.
Yeah, he's pretty Jewish to
Yeah.
me.
I
they're,
like it.
They're Jewish atheists, right?
Jewish,
But,
yeah,
The
yeah.
accountants for the atheists must be Jewish.
Jews don't have to worry about heaven or hell, so they
My
just
account-
they die. They're basically agnostic, you know.
That is what Jews believe. They don't believe in heaven.
Yeah,
Right.
heaven or hell. So it's like,
I'm glad to hear that.
What is that?
might be Jewish there.
Yeah.
It could be. Maybe you are just Jewish.
Yes.
Somebody described.
Well, maybe we could check,
Yeah. Oh well.
but not here.
Yeah. Oh, you're the
Not
foreskin.
now.
The
Could
foreskin.
run,
Yes,
Foreskin.
that's of what I speak.
What do the atheists do with the foreskin?
Well, they often talk about the bag of dicks from the Old Testament.
Okay.
Where that was a prize for the king, or this guy went off to war and got a bag of dicks and took them back to the.
Oh, really?
Wow, it's one of those things where I'm like, really? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm the exact same
I'm
response.
sure I'm.
Like I
sure I'm
believe it's
screwing up
happened.
the
I never
story.
thought about it.
This is real?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't say dicks in the Old Testament, but just it's
Juicy cocks is
can
what
read
they
it.
say.
yeah,
Schlong.
It's-
Wait, is it the whole dick or was it just the foreskin?
probably the foreskins. They
Yeah.
just took all that off.
That's a
and,
good prize.
and it was a prize, yeah. So
I'd like to win that at a carnival or something. Knock
I
over a
guess
few milk bottles, get a
yeah,
Get a big bag of dicks to go home.
big bag of foreskins.
yeah.
I mean,
I
what
guess
is
it was the booty of war, but not booty.
Now it's
Yeah,
the booty
wow.
of war.
in Mexico, what was it, like the Aztecs or Mayans or whatever, whoever it was? I went to a temple and they said that they had these games where you'd have to throw a ball through a
Yeah.
hoop and shit.
Like apocalyptic.
Yeah.
Yeah. And whoever won got sacrificed. And these guys would fight to get them.
Really? I thought it was who
Yeah.
lost. Whoever
Weird stuff
won?
about them.
Yeah.
That's crazier. It's much
Yeah.
crazier.
Yeah. These guys are like, I'm fucking in it to win.
Yeah, dude, I trained for this.
Dr. Death would have been like, yo, I got a chair for you.
I get that.
Why?
Like if in my junior year when we won state championship, if they were like, "We're gonna kill you on this field after," I'd be like, "Yeah, I've given it all. This is exactly what I want for my coach."
I mean,
left it all on the field.
Yeah.
it kind of makes sense. If I recall correctly, I keep track of my friend's suicidal jokes. So Adam's only ever made one suicidal joke and disappointed me, but it was the same concept. He said, like, becoming president of the world, like the Kennedys and fucking Marilyn Monroe. And you're like, if all that happened, if I'm fucking Marilyn Monroe, I was like, I would kill myself. And that's where I was like, why? You've done all that to get there. Like, you know? But it makes sense, I guess. Some
But
people
that's it.
want to die in that moment.
You've done it
Yeah.
all.
You did, yeah.
There's nothing after this.
I get that.
No,
Or-
well, somebody was talking to me about the movie Hook recently, and my favorite line from that movie is, "Death, it's the only adventure left."
Wow.
Because Hook has been around the world.
Does Robin
He's done
Williams say that?
Hook said that, yes.
Wow,
That's good.
So
he did it in the
he
end.
did it.
I never want to be that done with life. I guess, I mean, you know, like, damn, you've done it all. Like, if
done
you
it
fucked
all?
that many girls or something, that'd be crazy. That'd be sad, I guess.
I get it. I'm almost there.
You're almost there.
I've almost done everything.
Alec is hooked.
You're not quite 30, right?
Alec is hooked up with a few comedians since you left, Adam. You don't know about it.
Oh, just one. That was much before he was here.
I'm lying, Alec.
Nah,
You
yeah.
can't hear me, but I'm lying.
Yeah. But yeah, someone we were just talking about a second ago, but someone did describe to me like Jewish heaven is what they said was they described it there like it's like we're all waiting in line to meet God. And I was like, that's the most Jewish thing I've ever heard. And you know they're all just complaining the whole time. Like this line's too long.
I lived for this.
This is what it is. I can't even see him.
It's too busy. It's too good for everybody. Man.
They like pull out a number like at a deli to meet God.
Yeah.
What number are you? 4,312,000.
There was this cable show. I'm segueing here.
Yeah.
Old Jewish guys telling jokes. Is that on still? Have you seen that in?
No, but I want to watch that now.
I think Jerry
heard of it?
Seinfeld.
No.
Seinfeld.
No, it's
Okay.
literally, a bunch of old farts you've never seen probably.
Nice.
Just telling hilarious, always with the Jewish accent,
What's
or
it
maybe
What's the show called again?
Hi, Mason. Look it up.
old Jewish guys telling jokes.
That sounds great.
That's gonna pull up every
sounds
comedian
amazing.
on the internet ever. That's gonna be every comedian ever.
Every comedian ever. They're all Jewish.
Yeah.
It was a cable show. Of course, that's when we had cable, but it's probably still out there somewhere.
I'm
Al-
fucking interested, dude.
That was actually the title.
That'd be a much better title
That's
than
a
whatever the title.
I'm
paraphrasing.
is.
hoping that's the title.
But
Oh God,
You found
the
it?
shit that came up.
The shit that
Oh,
came
definitely
up.
not that, but it's just a bunch of fucking old Jews with jokes. Michael Goldberg, plumber.
I can't see. Did you image search it?
No,
In
YouTube.
2000,
Okay.
in 2009, there was a TV show called Old Jews Telling Jokes,
there you go. There you go.
Shit, right there.
an online TV show which features Jewish people over the age of 60 telling jokes.
Can you put one up?
It got good reviews.
This is in the 60s, so you were a kid.
No, it was
This is
2009.
2009.
Bro, this is a 60.
When I was a child.
Holy shit! Hey, if they didn't do good, they
Could
were
you
the
not get
ones
his
that
mic going?
bombed. I'm fucking working on it.
But the conversation's also interesting.
Yeah. Adam, you're gonna have to both share that mic for now because I
Yeah,
have
hit
to
it with-
somehow because this is a nicer mic than those. I have to figure out how to turn on Phantom Power, and I'm looking at that.
Yeah.
'Cause it-
That's good. Well, yeah, we'll split this.
We're making it.
We're good.
Well, that's pretty cool. Was it good?
It was hilarious.
I bet.
Yeah.
If you could put one up, that'd
Wait,
be great.
it's old Jews telling jokes.
You just
The
saw
name,
it.
the name
not Jewish
of
guys.
the
Over here.
show.
I thought it was all Jews telling me.
it's
Old Jews telling jokes.
Yeah, okay.
But that's gonna trip up so many algorithms on the internet. It looks like
Well,
that. Scroll down. I think it is this. That is that with the white background. That's what. Click on that guy.
That looks
No,
familiar.
it's Jewish family, and I don't think this
I think it looks like the picture that I'm looking at. That's what it looks like.
does it.
Click on that guy.
There's a
Click on the
lot
most
of-
Jewish looking one, and I'll let you decide which
No,
one.
not that one.
They all
Is that Kathy Griffin?
Yes.
They all look pretty.
Click on the guy in the button down. That guy.
Okay, hold on. We gotta
This is amazing.
flip to the right.
Damn, I wish I had headphones.
You can imagine what they say.
Yeah,
They're gonna complain.
Just gonna be me in 25 years.
One of them's gonna say like minch or something.
Yeah. Oi.
Yeah, something with a shka. Some word.
While we're waiting, our stone guy, is it up?
Oh, I'm stoned.
Okay.
Oh, he's stoned. Okay.
I was gonna ask you for a. We'll get back.
Right back after this.
Right back after.
Right back after some old Jews telling jokes.
Very world famous specialist in a highly specialized field of cardiology. He had gotten his undergraduate degree, his medical degree, and his PhD in his hometown. He was then practicing as a research doctor at the highest level in New York. He wrote a significant paper, and he's invited to deliver the paper at a meeting, which by coincidence is his very hometown. He's called to the dais. This room is full of
shit.
men and women, the men wearing tuxedos, the women properly attired for such an august event. Dr. Dropkin approaches the dais, puts his papers on the lectern as he's about to give the talk, and suddenly the papers just all slide to the floor. He bends over to pick them up. As he does, his tuchus is against the microphone, and at the very wrong moment, lets one ride that reverberates throughout the room, magnified by the microphone. Somehow he gains his composure, delivers the papers, his paper. No sooner is he done, he grabs everything up, makes a quick exit through a rear door, never comes back to the town again. Well, many years pass, his mother is on in years, and he has to go back to town to
Is this really it?
care for his mother.
Yeah,
He
this
does
is
so
Time for
under
the
the name
punchline.
of Dr. Cohn, makes a reservation at the local Hyatt under that name, and gets there under cover of darkness, checks into the hotel. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed room clerk says, "Oh, good afternoon, good evening, Dr. Cohn. Have you ever been in our town before?" The doctor says, "Yes, as a matter of fact, young man, I grew up here. I got my education here, got my doctorate, my PhD here at the university, and I moved away." The young man says, "Oh, why haven't you been here, sir?" He said, "Well, a number of years ago, a very embarrassing thing happened here, and I just didn't feel that I could come back and face the people in the town." The young man says, "Doctor, far be it from me, a young stripling, to advise a distinguished older gentleman such as you. But if I can give you anything from my experience in my young life, things that I thought were embarrassing and people noticed, I later found out that no one even knew that they happened. And I'm sure that's probably true of the thing that you think is so embarrassing." Doctor says, "No, I doubt that anyone has forgotten this." The young man says, "Well, was it a long time ago?" "Yes, it was a very long time ago."
5 minutes.
The young man says, "Was it before the Dropkin fart or after?"
All right, now to me, that feels like that man is being held against his will by Nazis, and this is his torture.
Yeah.
That seems like something like instead of the gas chambers at Auschwitz, they would just be like, "Now tell us some jokes." You could not. That was exactly what I thought.
That
it
was
was.
very long.
long
That was
as
very
he could.
long. Yeah, it's
And
too long.
what channel did that come on?
That's a great joke. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, if you could shorten it up, right? I mean, I'm not the comic here.
Did you see how they were?
That's the point of it.
Did you see? Did you see how they were cutting? It looked like they cut stuff
He
out.
probably
of that.
talked 15 minutes.
He did.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Okay.
I wish we need to get Ray.
I mean, it's the 100. It's the.
We should get Ray to dress up as a Jewish man and then randomly in the podcast be like, we'll cut to our Jew to tell a joke. And it's just Ray dressed up telling a 10-minute joke.
Oh, man. Well, remember our joke break on, we would watch a channel called Comedy Dynamics over your spot?
I am.
And they would have, in the
it's
middle
like a
of like
basic
someone's
table.
special, the commercials will be joke breaks.
Yeah, it's
and
like
they'll be
food-
shorter
really?
jokes. And they were much better.
It's like it's Fubo TV, like they have like the
Yeah,
random
yeah.
shitty channels and that, like with like internet TV, like YouTube
Yeah,
TV and stuff. They'll-
Tubi.
Yeah, it's Comedy Dynamics, and it's just like sometimes they'll throw like a Bill Burr thing on there, but other times they'll throw like just like
terrible people.
some shitty
I mean,
comedian
terrible,
that filmed a
dude.
special,
We
send it
watch
to
special.
them,
We watch comedies.
and then they just put it up. And then like throughout the special, they wouldn't have commercials because I guess they didn't have sponsors. But, like in the middle of like one of these terrible people's jokes, it would cut to like a commercial, but it would be like cutting to a joke break, and then it would just show like a good comedian's joke.
Yeah.
And then it would just
Yeah,
slip,
like Chris Rock or something. Oh, this is where the last shit.
and it would
So
just
that was
slip
your
back.
break.
It would be slipped back. It was like we need a joke break from this person's, I guess, not jokes.
Yeah.
It's her comedy special.
Pretty funny.
Yeah, that's hilarious. We want to get that big. Remember, we got to get up to the Comedy Dynamics.
I think if any of us, if all four of
Gotta
us,
make our own channel. Boy.
if all four
that's
of
what
us
we were saying.
spilled-
By that, yeah.
if we all filmed a special and we all submitted to Comedy Dynamics, I'm pretty positive one of us could get on there. Whichever.
Somebody, one of you's got to be the joke break, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
We could do our own
Jeremy Lopez.
Comedy Chaos channel. How hard is it to get a channel on Fubo, I wonder?
What if? Yeah, I have an idea. What if
Tubi.
to
Like-
practice our
like Cat Williams on
to
Tubi.
practice our like production skills of the club? What if like for the month, or we just like for one night we do like set of the night, and the winner we get to produce their special. Like we produce the special for free at the club. But then we get to submit it to Comedy Dynamics.
That's okay. Kind of where I thought you were going.
Yeah,
Okay,
that'd be kind of
Yeah,
cool.
or at least put it on YouTube for him something.
Yeah, that'd be a
The
cool.
guy has a funny joke. We can talk about this. But yeah, but still, yeah.
But
that's
like
great.
I do because I do want to like kind of practice, actually shooting, a few, maybe if it's a 15, 30-minute special or
Yeah.
whatever. But
Whatever they got.
I do want to do
see
a
if
30
we
minute
see if we could
special.
actually put together
can.
something
Yeah.
professional
can.
looking, which I know we can.
can?
And we
Can.
and we
I've said it. Like,
I don't know if you said
dude,
can or
it's-
can't.
let's-
but-
We can.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
Yeah,
see,
I agree
see,
then.
se puede.
Yeah.
This is it right here.
Yes,
so
exactly.
let's put
Like-
let's put it out. We'll have people submit who are interested.
Yeah, fit just
If we
15,
could
30
get someone up on Comedy Dynamics and be like,
It would
look,
be
this is
fucking
what we can do for your career.
Yeah.
In a joke break. Dude, that'd be awesome.
All right, let's work
I
on
wonder
it.
how much, but they pay for that.
Well, I mean, the thing is, it's mainly a
seven.
production cost that's going to be the biggest value is having the engineers and the people there, having the equipment like the cameras. I mean, these aren't top of the line, but you're going to have decent enough. I
Yeah,
mean,
it doesn't have to be amazing, but I mean, we have we have access to people that have those cameras.
yeah, all day. Getting the fucking
And
equipment
some of
is
those-
not the issue. It's just the funding to get the equipment.
Some of the specials are so bad. Me and Cook watched one. And it's like literally this girl
Terrible.
who she like brought with her like an AI computer
I forgot
machine.
that. Oh my God. Yeah.
And her first 10 minutes is just her going back and forth. Like it calls her up by like the wrong name or something. And she's just like doing like a back and forth with the rope. She's like, no, it's Catherine. He's like, I said Kathy. And he's like, but it's Catherine. He's like, oh, I fucked up. And it's just like a pre-recorded computer for 15 minutes of her 30-minute special of just her arguing with a pre-scripted robot.
Who owns Comedy Dynamics? I mean,
Some corporation.
Probably like Fubo. I
Someone that
bet.
hope sees this.
We could get a Comedy Dynamics
in our reach.
sponsor.
Yeah.
You guys
I'm-
can do that.
Yeah, that's attainable.
Will.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that shit. That's why.
I'm sure we
I
know
like
people
doing
that
this
are-
stuff because I see.
Yeah, I
that.
bet money, dude.
I bet we know people that have one.
I
on
bet
there.
Kim McVicker's on there. And she's hilarious.
So
But she's successful.
you think you know people that have microphones and cameras and computers?
What do you mean?
Well, I've been looking.
right?
I've been looking far and
Yeah.
wide.
I mean, well, dude, I've been saying this the whole time.
Will has
because,
been telling me this for a long time.
like,
before I came
I
here.
just don't. There's some things I don't want to say online, because this is your intellectual property and shit. Because, like, I mean, that's a business. You feel me? Like recording the, like, I mean, Comedy Dynamics is no different than Comedy Central was back in the day. It's just a newer form.
No, I would.
and it's just What do you mean?
It's a so much shittier form.
Well, bro, they're all just fucking channels.
I
They're all
get
just
it.
channels on
I
the
know, yeah,
TV.
It's just it was bad, dude. But I get your point. Will.
It's like saying Netflix is the
You have
same
them
thing
on-
as Tubi or something.
Well, it's not. It's not. But it's just a fucking outlet. It's just a
It
channel
is.
out
In that
there.
sense, you're
so
right.
you have
That's
to
what you're
think
saying.
about it in the base form. Like, yeah, Comedy Central's fucking the beast, but essentially they're just channels. And if you're putting out, you like Tyler Perry Studios, he has his own fucking production company, to set, the location, a whole fucking bunch of real estate where they just sit there and produce shit.
Y'all don't have a sound effect button for that?
Estate.
But, the Martinez motivation.
But
You've been listening to another Martinez. Now let's get to some Jews with jokes.
yeah, but back to the Jews with jokes. And 15 minutes fucking into our shit. That's how we'll get 5 hours on this bitch. But like, so they're just base channels, and all you have to have is the knowledge of what a production is, like, and how to put it. And if you put the soldiers in the right place, and then you get your shit done, you can make it look good.
I think that'd be a good goal for all of us, just to see which one of us can get on Comedy Dynamics first. I think that's a very
Any
funny,
It could be a bet. It could be
Yeah.
an ironic bet
a
we
very
make.
funny
then
and productive
Yeah.
motivation.
Yeah.
And then if you win, you get to go in the Swedish machine, right?
Yeah.
That's the win.
Yeah, because we made
Yes,
it.
that's-
Because we were
is
so
next.
successful, we should kill ourselves now.
Yeah, we did it.
I'm gonna find a back door. I'm gonna get a commercial agent. It's like, yo,
Yeah.
guys, I made it on Dynamics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It would still count. That's
I mean,
legal.
but that's part of the thing. Like out here, it is fucking representation.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of your shit is who you know and how you get to those.
Yeah, like
Oh, no,
think
I meant to
Comedy
get
Dynamics
on that
sucks, but I think most
commercial
people I
on
think it's awesome.
on.
You want to be?
Oh,
on a
you're
commercial?
just-
I did
But
just a
that doesn't-
commercial.
but
Yeah,
that
yeah.
That doesn't count.
That's why I said a
You-
back.
that would
count.
I said a back door.
That would count.
But it doesn't count. It's not comedy. It's just a commercial.
No,
Unless-
I would
It's a
hope
joke
it'd be a
break.
funny.
That's their only
it'd be a
commercial.
funny
Yeah.
commercial or a
But
joke
yeah.
or the joke.
It would
has
be
it has to
hard-
telling jokes as a comedian, not hey, this is.
I think on TV counts.
If you can do either, and Will, you try to argue with him about that, then you're crazy.
No way, because we're talking about the basic doing a fucking special,
You're
my boy.
crazy.
Like a commercial, we're in Hollywood. Anybody can get naked.
But a commercial on
Yeah,
Comedy
it's-
Dynamic that only has commercials that are joke breaks.
Don't they have normal commercials?
No, it's just joke breaks.
Okay.
Okay, well, yeah, he was talking about like, what if he was like, hey, I'm at.
I
this
was
is
talking about a
porn.
regular commercial.
Yeah, I was saying that
Well,
don't
then you
count.
could be the
Oh,
first.
yeah.
You can read the
You could be the first for Comedy Dynamic.
Stupid, man. Stupid.
We could.
I keep seeing Willie Mack on
Oh, Max a beast.
commercials.
He's a beast.
Yeah.
Like I saw
def-
probably 3 different commercials.
I
while was
definitely
home.
seen a couple.
Yeah, I was like,
sure.
oh shit,
He's
Will-
killing it.
Will,
Yeah, dude.
Willie's been
I mean,
been doing shit. Like since I've been out here, like he's adamant about his shit. He does real estate too. Another real estate.
There you go.
He had a whole little a thing online, like it was a whole series of like the Mac Boys or something like that.
What, like an HGTV kind of thing?
Yeah. Straight up.
Okay.
He has
Well,
some-
Mac Boy.
well, Adam,
Yeah, it
the
was
way
him
you
and his
feel about
brother.
him is the way I'd feel about you doing the Coca-Cola advertising stuff. You're like, look at Willie Mack in these commercials. I'm like, you were a commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not getting paid for those. I do want to get another.
You didn't get paid?
No, I got paid
Yeah, of course
10
you
years
did.
ago.
Yeah, that
I-
still blows my
yeah,
mind.
it's-
It's funny.
There's still there is still one close to the crypto arena.
A commercial yours or what?
No, it's like a
Yeah,
gas station.
I've seen it, dude.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I've seen it.
It's a Coca-Cola.
Sorry.
commercial.
Do you see the picture of the 7-story building in Peru?
Yeah, that was the biggest.
Is that what you saw?
Yeah,
The seven-story
on it.
building in where?
that's what
It's
that's-
Peru. It had his mug on
Yeah.
the sit-
That's-
that's
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
saw it,
Did he show? It's trippy.
Yeah.
Wow, so you're out in Peru. We
He's
have to
killing
make
in
a trip
Peru,
out there.
dude.
Do you know how like easy it is?
It's probably been painted over by now, but
Yeah, but still, like if he
Well, you
went
don't
out
believe in
there
your
one
son's
time,
staying on the paint forever? They're gonna worship it.
there's got to be at least one homeless person that's out there like, oh yeah, isn't that you used to be there? Like there's, like in those years being up there, you're gonna remember the billboard. So there's that
Yeah,
one little
that's
crackhead
right.
that's like,
yeah. I know that guy.
yeah, he's
Oh, you're the least Peruvian person there too. You'll stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to convince a girl the other day you're Chinese or half Chinese. She's like, he's white. She's like, I've seen him. He looks white to me. And I'm like, I get that. But I was like, he is half Chinese. She's like, nope.
Not at all.
Just
She wouldn't
like,
go for
no,
it, huh?
not going for it. I'm like, okay.
She would not buy it. Yeah, I mean, people always tell me I look Greek and Italian.
Yep, nailed.
And-
I've
yeah.
never thought that of you till you said it, but perfect
Yeah.
both.
Yeah.
All the time. They're like, are you Greek? Blah, blah, blah. And then some people are like,
Oh
you
my God, look
military?
up.
I mean, that's not with race, but I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I was
The
in
hair.
the gym the other day.
In
Well, it was
shape,
probably because I
yeah.
went to military school.
Yeah.
I went to military high school for a
Okay.
year. So I always carried like kind of high and tight haircut.
Shit,
But
traumatized
yeah,
you.
but
Because
I
of
was
military school for a
Shit
year,
traumatized you,
you
dude.
still do the same haircut?
it was just
crazy.
like the same.
How old are you?
13, 14, whatever. Sophomore.
How old are
year.
you now?
37. So I keep the same high and tight. It's like a fade.
So 23 years later, you're still doing that?
Still, well,
Military school works.
Yeah.
Military school.
Yo, that shit does beat the piss out of you, like mentally in a sense. Like it instills good character. I don't know. It's a military style haircut. You just stay clean. When you're clean, and it's like, and the upstairs is fucking whatever. But
I bet you didn't
I like
smoke
how you're
weed
even,
back
you're
then.
even
but
relating your haircut style to real estate. It says the upstairs part.
Yeah.
oh, wow.
It's like a two-bedroom up here, 1,100 square feet. That's what you do when you go to the barber.
This spot's
you're like,
not
what do you,
paid
you're like on the sides. I want to do about a one-story. I want to do about a one-story.
give me a
single
balcony.
bedroom.
Just give me a balcony.
On the top,
So
give me
is
like
your basement clean and tight?
yeah. Yeah. Do you shave your basement?
Yeah.
Oh shit, man. We gotta talk about my basement. I mean, my basement cool.
Probably some shit in your basement.
No,
Yeah.
no, never. I stay this basement stays clean. We get our inspections done.
Yeah. Everything is structurally sound.
Yeah. I don't want to be the inspector.
Nah, I mean,
No. Not doing that.
Look, baby, I'm gonna be a one-bedroom tonight. You can be the inspector.
wow.
Okay.
Smooth.
That's hilarious. It's a lot of coughing.
It is.
23 years later, dude. What else do you still keep around from military school?
I address people as sir and ma'am
Oh, that's like
and miss. It's just.
Oh, we're
And I do that too. Then.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
for
but
us
it's like a
South.
respect.
But outside the South, it's military
Yeah.
school. That makes sense if you're not from the South.
Where's your where were you raised?
Mexico.
Chicago.
Where at 13. What city? What state was the high school in?
Chicago.
I grew up
Chicago.
in Chicago.
Okay.
We moved up eventually to northern suburbs because my parents value education. So
Right, that haircut.
yeah. So they were like, William, that's a good school. Yeah, that's my dad. My dad was a Cuban attorney. Now, William, the schools are good there, blah, blah, blah. They saw development happening, and then they fucking put me in there. And that was, I'm appreciative of it.
Good.
But yeah, Chicago, and then college in Florida. My Boca Raton.
Shout out Florida.
Yeah.
South Florida. Boca
Florida was
Raton.
the shit because I'm Cuban, and I was like, I want to be with the Cubanos, and I want to speak Spanish. I want to preserve, and I know at this university they're gonna have other Latinos because it was a big,
You gotta drink coffee.
diverse,
Put cheese
like,
in it.
international
Cafe.
Like a lot of international students came, and I was like, I want to preserve my Spanish and my culture, so I went out there, graduated there, and then I wanted to go to ASU. But my parents were like, William, no way in fucking head you're going there.
Why? Because it's too far.
Oh, because I was a fucking party. Dude, I used to
it's
throw
like- that's
parties at
they
my
knew.
house.
Well, yeah, but your parents knew. that it was
Yes,
that
yes.
far.
Everybody told them. Oh my god, we remember we went to a white people's school. They had college counselors.
He did go to white people's school.
Yeah.
Explain that to us.
They had college counselors. So the college counselor's like, well,
Like I like.
maybe you don't want to go there. You might not graduate. And I was like, yeah, I know, but the parties are the best.
Yeah.
Because I threw like parties at my house.
See, that's like the difference with like white families. Like
Yeah.
my family, it was like my brother went to Alabama, I went to Ole Miss, my sister went to Arkansas, and I was like, the parties, they're the best. And my parents were like, yeah, go do it.
Yeah.
Go do
Wow.
it. They're the best.
They're the best.
That's awesome.
Go be in a fraternity.
Well, yeah,
go do
just-
all the things.
What frat were you in?
I was a Sig Nu.
Okay, yeah, I heard about the Teeks.
Teeks are known to be
Yeah,
very wild. And
yes,
We didn't have
they
those.
kicked off everywhere.
Yeah, we didn't have those.
Damn.
The
Like
white
that.
people's school, is that you're talking about Florida?
TK.
No.
That's in
I call
Chicago.
white people shit anything that's really, really nice.
Probably SEC schools.
So,
No,
so
I was-
I went to
Any
I went to
SEC
like
school.
the schools in the North Shore. So if you ever seen fucking Mean Girls, that was filmed in the school down the street, like at New Trier. And
But that again is high school in Florida or
it was
Chicago?
high school. High school
So
in
that's-
Chicago's northern suburbs.
So this is in Chicago you're referring to, these nice area for Mean Girls.
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to be
it was
clear if
right
it was
down the street.
Florida.
It was at New Trier. That's where I went to high school, and then college I went to Florida
Okay.
because it was they were-
University of Florida?
No, I went to Lynn. LYN. It's a small private school. Like we had security guards and shit. It was nice. It was fun. Miami every weekend, and like these kids had money. It's
a good time.
Yeah, kids would drive. Like one kid drove a Viper to school.
The animal.
Huh?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Wow.
Nice. Dude.
Not yet. Another one of my friends.
Well, you
had a
beat me
Hummer.
to the trauma with the haircut.
Kids-
That's what I was gonna say.
Like,
I was
these kids were
"What?"
balling.
So when did they stop making Vipers?
Huh?
Didn't they stop making Vipers? Like,
Yeah, I think so. But I mean, people still collect them. If you're a car guy, I mean, I love the Viper. I would have a Viper for sure in the stable of.
97
I-
Mitsubishi
I
Eclipse.
I remember as a kid, whenever Viper, when you just see
Oh,
a
I-
Viper in Memphis.
yeah,
like,
it
oh,
was-
yeah,
there's one,
punch
there's
buggy
one,
or
there's
whatever,
one.
Yeah.
They stood out.
Yeah, Vipers are the shit. I mean, I love cars. My buddy there's a version of your car, the Eclipse, but it was when America, because it's Diamond Star Motors DSM, but they had the other company was Eagle, and they're no more, but they have the Eagle Talon TSI. You ever heard of the Eagle Talon TSI?
Nope.
Yeah, it's a deal. Well, it's all-wheel drive, blah blah blah. Same thing because that's a cool car because of Fast and Furious and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, I love fucking.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to copy in the back of my mind without acknowledging it. Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Put Coca-Cola on each side of the car, called the Coke Mobile, Big Miami Meat logo on the
Yeah.
back, all red and black. Coca-Cola bear and football and soccer ball on the inside, red LED lights, Coca-Cola everything.
you had that.
Everything, Coca-Cola bear, everything.
Yeah, you
dude.
showed me a picture.
Wow.
Of that.
So
It's really
stupid.
badass.
So stupid.
You put a lot of money into that.
Yeah.
Is that high school or college? What do you
That
think?
was high school. That was like senior year. I got my first car.
What
Outstanding.
what ended up happening to it?
Well, then I moved to Orlando, got into motorcycles, so I left it in Palm Beach for like a year or something at my parents' house. And then by the time I went to college in Orlando, and then eventually after like a year or so, I went down there to pick it up. I'd already been through at least 3 transmissions, but they fucking went out I think that might have been the third time at least, going to Orlando, where I realized by the time, thank God I got all the way there, but I'm on the last 50, the stretch of highway down. I'm like, oh, I only have first and third. Everything else is just gone. So I just turned into more of a motorcycle guy. I didn't have a car for about 7 years, just had motorcycles, and that got junked. I sold it to someone for like $1,000.
So you beat the piss out of their car.
Yeah.
You drove the hell out of
No, I don't know what else. I mean, I guess. Yeah.
But it had 2 full transmission replacements.
Or repaired. I would say I did something with my transmission at least 3 times. At least one replacement. Maybe other times it was like reworking it or something. $700, $800.
You're pot committed to that thing.
It was, dude, the day I bought it, I don't even know how to drive a stick shift. I buy it in Miami cash. I'm fucking just like, I brought my friends down there. I look at it, don't know how to drive stick shift, but I try to figure it out. You know, I'm like, all right, I kind of was learning for a month, don't get me wrong. As soon as I get on the highway to get onto 95, the terminal pops off the battery. But I don't know what's wrong with it. So the guy that sold me the car says, if anything happens, call me. I'm like, well, the car shut off and it wasn't me stalling out, you know? And turned out, electrical tape, put it back on, no issue. But then as soon as I get on 95, I look at my friend Shane sitting to my right. As soon as I got into 5th gear going down 95, I said, from what I understand, all I have to do is put my foot on the gas. And as soon as I said that, the front wheel flew off the car.
What?
And it just, I see it going by me on the highway. It's like, ah! I only made like a mile, you know? And that turned to a whole thing. Had to tow it all the way back there. Some Cuban guy that did it for $200.
How much cash you pay for the car?
$3 grand. $3 grand.
$3,000.
The guy that sold it
It's
to
too
me at
much
least
for
paid
that to
for
happen.
the tow. Yeah, the lug nuts. The lug nuts were loose.
Yeah, I bet.
The guy was genuinely mad at me when I called him.
Everything
And
was
he's
loose
like,
on
what
it,
did you do wrong? I'm like, I drove straight. And he actually came. I was like, I want my money back. And he was like, no, but I'll pay for it to get towed. And I was like, I got it.
That's some shit.
I'll accept that. He didn't legally have to do anything.
Wait, Mr. Smith, correct me if I'm wrong. What didn't your old car, the Smiles car, did he use like wrapped or something?
Oh, that was pretty sweet.
Did he have spinners?
That was the same car that we were driving in.
Yeah. And didn't he have spinners?
It had a unique kind of spinner that had.
Ooh, unique spinner.
Got it from Sweden, actually.
It was actually a spinner that doesn't spin.
Okay.
Stays
sit still.
stationary while the car is rolling.
Oh,
It's
floating.
got
Floating.
Oh,
it's a
Stiller.
float- what's
It's
it
like
called?
the-
I think they call it floating.
Floating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the
Yeah.
Bentleys have that. Or
And
the
so,
Rolls-Royce has
but
that.
it was the disc, the same size as the it covered the entire hubcap.
Yeah.
Like that.
Sick.
Adam,
And I had
What's it
pictures of beautiful girls smiling. The smile was this big.
I got
Because you're a dentist for anybody.
Yeah, it had their
crop
nose.
this
And
to send this to Danny Archilla.
every wheel had a spinner, a non-spinner of the big smile.
I got it, Danny.
So it was cool.
Was that all your idea? Did Adam help you?
Adam was not there. It was my idea. And the whole thing was wrapped, with also another beautiful blonde and.
Do we have pictures of
And I
this?
was-
I think
Can
we have.
send
Yeah,
it to
yeah.
Will?
That's what I'm talking. That's what
yeah.
I'm talking to
You're
Adam
doing
about.
okay. He's on it.
Don't you have a video on YouTube?
Yeah. I sent it
Yeah.
to you.
Man, that's what that made
That's
me.
on
amazing.
YouTube.
Did how many like
It's pretty sweet.
How many honks and
I
stuff?
love
It has some copyright music in the background. You
I
probably
Well,
can't
just
put it out
turn
there.
it off. Man.
Yeah.
Or else turn the sound down.
Thank you.
But it's Macarena, so it's a nice little.
But how much business do you think it got you? Did you ever have people come in?
Probably
and be
not
like,
much.
Yeah.
One guy came and said, "I saw your car," so I guess
Then
you
high
know,
five.
that one patient probably paid for the wrap, but then I got no others that I'm
How
aware
much,
of. But it was fun driving around and getting a lot of attention.
How much
Yeah,
pussy
dude,
did it
that's
get you?
awesome.
0.
0 pussy.
Yeah, you gotta talk to a married man. boy.
Smiles?
Yeah, I
What
got
about
that.
Yeah, this.
I got that without the car.
Yeah.
Oh. The Chinese do have good teeth. They have good dental insurance, from what I know. That was that was a compliment.
That was a compliment. That's
Talking
right.
about.
It's on.
I'm saying it's the opposite of how Disney portrayed them in the Japanese, which we all.
Nah,
Yeah.
We should all know the
I'm
truth,
saying
which
that's
is they
why
have
it was such
great
a bad
teeth.
stereotype because it was untrue.
That's true, dude.
Oh, yeah, it was unlike that.
Yes.
Being-
It was on Demar's YouTube.
Dude, I was.
probably deleted.
We Jordan,
How was it on
Mikey's girlfriend, she like hosted a party at Chaos, like rented out the room and had a party for her friend who was like this Asian girl. And I was just like drunk later and we were talking. It was just me,
oh God,
Coke,
don't do this to yourself.
her.
Adam.
Oh, this
and-
was so much fun,
this-
dude. He
her
just
and
got
Jordan.
so racist when he was
and
drunk.
We were just talking to
Listen to him.
Jordan's friend that rented out the room like a month or so ago.
What was
It's
her
that Asian
ethnicity?
girl. Yeah, we're Korean.
Angie
Angie. that's
Angie.
the last name, yeah.
nailed it. Dude.
Yeah, I started like poking little Asian-y jokes, and then she was like, "I love these."
She loved it, dude.
She was
Really?
just loving it, and it was so funny. I just kept taking it farther and farther, and then she was like, "Let's take a selfie." And then when we took a selfie, like as soon as right before it flashed, I go, "Ho ho ho!" And she goes, "That's so funny." I'm
No,
like,
you went like this, dude.
yeah, I did all the thing.
Took the picture, and then she's like, "Oh, you gotta erase
I
that."
was like, "I'm not gonna let you erase this."
Yeah, she's,
This is so funny.
it was fucking hysterical, dude.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, it was. It's it's
Yeah. It's,
So you're just reminiscing on other times your racist Asians?
guess
Is that
that's
what you're
exactly
doing? Are
what
you
I'm doing.
basking and you're like, this makes me feel like that one time they put him in Asian all night when I was
Dude, you know
drunk.
what stinks? This is probably the happiest I've been all day.
Wow, talking about your
me I was looking up at the lights, like thinking of fondly of this memory. It's not good.
Wow.
It's not good.
You did tell me pretty excitedly when the first night, very first night I got back was the gym night. Shout out A-Tray and Cali Red. And I guess they'd given you a big compliment the previous weeks. I said, "How's the gym been going?" And the first thing Alec responded with was, "They told me I was the best at being racist." Something like that. I was like, I meant more of like the attendance.
They're
and
like, you're so good at like we don't believe that you are. You're just funny with it. I was like, I don't.
Yeah, because he
It's a
said
bad
like
thing. You're telling me that.
he said yo the other night and they pulled back. And he's like,
Yeah.
what? Because I said yo?
Yeah,
I said yo.
Yeah, I was saying some like racy jokes and like everybody was loving it, and then I was like, you know how I mean, yo, and everybody was like, whoa,
Oh.
that's crazy. It's like yo is what you're offended about after all the other things I said.
Yeah, it was hilarious, dude.
It's probably the context your white ass used.
Well, maybe, but I don't know.
So how was the gym?
It was good. It was
Have
good.
you made gains?
What?
Have you made gains?
Wait, we're talking about the gym mic.
Oh, okay.
Did you think I was?
I thought at racquetball.
thought you were
Did you
fucking
think
with them.
Nobody went to
Did
the
you think
gym.
I was at Gold's Gym just being racist to
Yes,
people?
yes, yes.
And they were like, you're the best.
Yeah,
Like, you're
yeah,
the
yeah.
greatest.
And I thought he was like playing pickleball with these guys.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Well, I mean, it could be.
I would be the greatest racist of all time if you could get a whole gym in attendance of just being racist.
The supervisor
Like,
there took you aside and said, you were the best today.
you were the best.
We've been watching everybody.
They're like, if you play pickleball with this guy, just wait.
Yeah, I don't.
He's
play
got a
football.
choice of words.
Yeah, but I'm good at it.
He's really good at pickleball and good at being racist.
Well,
He works out.
yeah, yeah, and I work out. Just
fucking
working. Yeah,
hilarious.
that's
So you mentioned yo. Do you remember my poem I read last year when I was here?
Of course we all memorized it, yes. We go over it.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Can you remind us a little bit?
Would you like to hear that again?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so.
'cause I don't remember.
It goes, the title of my poem is Yo. Yo, mofo, get your hoe off the flow, out the dough, gots to go. Yo. Thank you very much.
Got snap, dude.
Oh yeah.
All right, well, we found the clip that we're gonna get animated. I think. Oh, well, you broke it.
What?
I can't hear.
How can you not
That
hear?
just me?
That may be you.
Yep, my bad.
Yup.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Okay.
How long did it take you to write that?
Well, most of my life. I've been living with them.
So who were you? Who were you listening to? Like Young Jeezy? Who inspired?
Yeah, young
No, I don't listen to that. It
Such a
just comes
good
from the heart.
shout-out.
That shit
The
just came
greats.
from the soul.
Yeah,
one
yeah.
day he was.
He listens to the greats.
One day he was doing dental. He's like, "Yo,
He listens to,
yo, your house, no."
young Robert Frost,
Yeah.
Lil Bukowski.
You can say that again.
Yeah, what's another poet's name?
Going in.
Fucking young Walt Whitman.
Right.
Man.
Man,
Lil Ralph Waldo Emerson. Right?
Emerson?
Was he was
Yeah,
a poet, wasn't he? He wrote some poems.
James Joyce.
James Joyce. Shout out Lil James Joyce.
Little John.
Lil JJ. Lil JJ.
What are we doing? Just naming
yeah. I mean, if we want to
Yeah,
do
yeah.
Dad
this,
just
poets.
did his Yo poem.
Oh, that's a good
Oh,
one,
you
yeah.
you
Yeah.
I
you
remember
weren't
that
here.
We were asking us what his inspirations were.
We told him we all remembered that one, Adam.
Yeah.
Well, we wanted to hear it again. I'm glad we did. Not because the world should hear.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
that's
out
going to
there
be our
now.
It's
clip
out
that I
there.
animate.
Okay.
I'll spend 50
Well,
bucks.
How
to
old were
animate
you?
it.
How old were you when you penned that?
Pen to paper.
Oh, probably 41.
How old are you now?
No, it was an adult poem. It was adult work.
Oh, okay.
41 is not adult.
hit your hand was strong by
I
then.
thought you wrote it. No, I seriously thought you wrote it in elementary
No,
school.
no, no.
That was just
No.
a bit.
It was just a bit. I mean, no, I
You got you. You won.
I thought
You
I
gotcha.
truly believed you.
no, I did.
Yeah,
Oh, the
And I truly
the
believe
bit
you had
was the
Sex
sixth
Ariana
grade
Grande,
elementary
Adam.
poem reading.
I
That
thought
was the
you
bit.
I thought you actually wrote it in elementary school.
No, I was.
Oh, my,
when I
my heroes are ruined.
That's amazing. It's like Adam finding out that Santa's not really something. It's amazing that we know that Adam's dad can say anything on stage, and Adam will just be like, "I believe you, Dad. My dad would never lie to me."
Now looking back on it, I guess I should have picked up on it.
I feel like Yo was invented when your dad was in elementary school.
Yeah, it was come hither.
It was just yo yo. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I don't think Yo existed.
It was greetings.
Salutations.
Yeah, there was no yo. There was no
My fair
yo
lady.
back then.
No.
Yeah, how would you holler
There
back
was
then?
playing the dozen. I don't know if that's a thing anymore.
I don't know what
Playing
you
the
just
dozen?
said.
Say-
Explain playing the
I feel
dozen.
like this is going to be racist, and we're going to have to bleep
It is
going to
be
later.
racist. It's
It's gonna be.
it's talking about your mama.
Oh.
Damn, playing the dozen is talking about my mama.
Yeah.
Well,
that's-
that I heard of.
Yeah. I mean,
What does playing the doesn't mean?
Yeah,
No.
how would you use it? In what context?
no, it just means trash talking, basically.
Oh.
Okay.
Where does it come from?
whatever you say, and then I don't like, and I go, that ain't what your mama said.
Oh.
that kind of
yeah,
stuff.
Wait, do you know where that derives from?
No, I mean, my culture in Arkansas in the
You're from
70s.
Arkansas?
Yeah,
It's like fucking Razorbacks. Hell yeah.
That's a
That's
thing.
go
The
hogs
only-
go, woo pig suey, and all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, I was
Yeah,
out there once.
forget that.
I've told them before. I've only been out in Arkansas once.
It's
And-
pretty.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It was awesome. And like,
Northern Arkansas.
Northern Arkansas
Northern Arkansas is pretty.
well, I don't.
and
know.
Eastern Tennessee,
Yeah.
but between Little Rock and Nashville,
Beautiful.
No, between Little Rock and Nashville,
Yeah.
not much.
I don't think I've ever been to Arkansas.
Yeah.
Well, they're just playing the dozen out there.
Dude, I bought this camo. It was like Bush Light or something like that. It was neon.
Oh
camo.
yeah, dude. We used to buy those on
And,
purpose.
yeah, and these guys and my friends were like, because these guys were Southern, man. They live off the land.
Yeah.
And I was impressed. I was like, yo, this shit's, pretty cool. Like, it would come in necessary if some shit went down. These guys are good. And he was like, man, you're welcome. When shit goes down, just come down here. We'll be fine. And I was like, holy shit. But then we went to the liquor store or something because we just arrived, and then we saw the Camel beers. And I was like, yo, I'm going to get these shits. These motherfuckers are going to love them. And my friend's like, no, man, they might not like them. And I came back. They're like, holy shit, how'd you get those?
I had the same reaction when me and my friends bought them. We used to buy them on purpose.
Yeah.
Camo
It's genius, dude.
Yeah.
You can drink and the cops can't see it. And you just throw it in the cans with all your hunting stuff, and then it just blends in.
Yeah.
So it's a mug. It's a
No, the
koozie?
beer can
Can of
Beer
beer.
can
Cans
is
with
camo.
was camo.
That's
Busch
a
Light.
fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Remember the
Shout out
Sneaky.
Bush Light.
you remember the Keystone Light,
Yeah, yeah.
Hunt for the Orange
Yeah, those are awesome
hunting can
too.
also.
I had all those
They,
as well.
they were what?
So I think I think you used to just buy the orange cans, and then
But then
they
it
had a
was
whole
like
marketing
one-
campaign,
yeah,
and it was like
it's a
find the
lottery.
orange can. It was
The
brilliant.
lottery.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
like
even.
all camo cans.
Wait, it was
but-
find the orange
but
can?
like-
So, like, I may have just lost out on money not knowing and thinking I'm playing this great
No, no,
trick
no,
on these
no,
fucking...
no, no,
Yeah.
You're buying. They're all camo cans in the box.
Yeah, that's what I got.
But there's one, but
No,
in the
no,
Keystone, they did
It's
a
the
promotion.
golden can?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Hey, he's like, hey, man.
I
this-
never found one.
It's redneck Willy Wonka,
That-
basically.
I fuck with
I
it.
bet a lot of people tried it. Yeah.
It's redneck Willy Wonka.
Redneck
That's
Willy
that's the
Wonka.
perfect fucking
Yeah.
example.
That is
yeah.
And you get to
Awesome,
go to the
But-
Keystone Factory.
And get some good beer promotions I never heard of, dude. This is awesome.
Yeah, what's his name? Columbus Gloop.
Shoot.
The guy in Willy Wonka, Charlie.
I'm still
Charlie
kind of.
Columbus
Charlie
Gloop.
Murphy.
I think Columbus Gloop is the one that drowned in the river. Violet is the blueberry girl, so she just probably overdoses on Keystone, and they have to roll. It's a never-ending Keystone can. He makes
Could we pull?
never-ending beer.
Could we pull it off at the club? I guess I'm still on this brainstorming for the club kind of
You
tip.
always
Could
do
we?
that shit.
Would
Makes
people?
sense.
Would
Do you
people
wanna pull
believe? Would people believe us if we said, yeah, find the orange can? Or
What do you get?
I don't know.
30-minute
Maybe-
special.
The dynamic
Set-
special. Yeah.
Is this a shitty prize like that?
That's awesome. That's
I mean,
that's not
hey,
a bad
to
idea.
try to
though.
sell
It's
more
funny.
beers.
I like it.
Yeah, dude, it gets promotions up.
But do we have one in there all the time, or do we never?
Do we just never have?
Or just
never had
one night we're like, all right, now we're gonna put it in.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you'd have to put it into a raffle system. You'd make...
No, fuck that.
Yeah,
It's the
I'm gonna
lottery.
fuck
Ring
that.
it.
No.
Yeah.
Rig it for the comic that you think. No, if you're gonna do it fair, you put a.
You'd have to have it
a
in a
big-
vending machine somehow.
Well, you'd have to have it in a list or something,
For it to be
and
fair.
then you'd have X amount of entries, and then you would just have a
No, it's
randomizer
beer.
choose
No,
the one.
No, it's the randomly choose. It's just no. You have a special beer. Like who gets? You can even make it as like weird. Who gets the?
Yeah, but you're
rolling-
gonna
non-alcoholic
make 50 cans.
Yeah,
in 50
yeah,
cans,
okay.
in 50
Yeah.
cans, you have one that's fucking the winner. So you just throw it into a randomizer, and it picks whoever wins.
No, you just put it in the fridge, and then we just
Yeah.
choose the winner.
Just when the bartender's pulling it out.
No, you want to do it fair.
This is America.
You could put it in the small
This is
thing we got. and
America. You
stick-
rig everything.
That's true. We could also
Including
just
the
stick your
election.
hand into the fucking cooler and be like, oh, each time, make a thing of it.
Yeah.
Like, is it the one?
Yeah.
And you're like, ah.
It will be somebody who will not do a special, probably, if you did it randomly. That's the worry. Is it'll be somebody here like, oh, fuck.
And they can,
It's like, I
Right.
feel like we lost.
they can do it at their pace, and if they never want to do it, that's fine. But
Yeah,
they have the
still
option,
fun.
I guess.
Yeah.
Who's special would you least likely to produce?
Oh shit!
Or
Yeah,
not have a
the
fun
obvious
time.
one. Not the
I-
obvious one.
I could have a fun time producing most people's specials, even if they,
Sure.
they say they, couldn't do 30. I'd be like, we could make, like, we'll make it happen.
Get some writers and shit.
Who? I wouldn't want to do. I don't want to say names now. I see how you.
I would hate to produce Elmo's special.
Yeah. I think it would be a fucking fun thing to do.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah. Whoever gets the orange can, I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not.
You guys plan on
For some
hopefully
people though,
something
with some
good?
like early comedians like the open mic scene though, for some people's like thing, like when they hear about that, there's some people who are gonna be like, please not the orange can, please not the orange can, please not the
And
orange
you
can.
have to
And
do it, right?
and they're gonna be like,
Yeah.
fuck.
You think so?
Right. Like,
There's
like,
certain-
To a degree, yeah.
People that
yeah,
aren't
there's gonna
at
be
the
some,
level.
Some
Wait.
people, yeah.
wait, that reminds me. I didn't get the update on the timeshare. Did anyone pull the timeshare?
There was
mic?
like- Five people
Alec
there.
never put an hour into the bucket.
Okay, I was
There
just
was,
curious. I think we should
Why you did
revisit. I
that?
think we
Why
should
you-
revisit that idea.
literally
that,
did.
What do you mean? We pulled it all out, and there was never one made.
But I did. I think somebody pulled it on stage and then put it in their pocket.
Damn. So
Well,
the mother-
Because I wrote them all. I literally
You
did.
never said any
And I
that night.
counted 'em after.
That night you were on
Wait,
page with
yeah,
my bad.
Coke,
It was a
tell my
mistake.
dad.
But now
Catch,
I'm thinking that that's probably what happened.
Okay.
tell my
Fine.
dad
A
what
long
the show
time
y'all
later.
did or the mic.
That's odd.
Tell
But
me the
anyways.
idea.
It was just the idea of like kind of that raffle system where some people get 5 minutes, but the ultimate goal is one person during the 5 hours we have to play with gets an hour. You know, one person gets an hour, and if they don't have an hour, which a lot of people don't, you know, they can give the rest of their time to someone else. So if two people want to plot on and get 30 minutes each, they could do that. And still happy and excited. It was a fun night, and we can do it next time there's a Saturday
There's
off.
been a lot of people there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There
let's
wasn't
do
enough
it.
people there where it would have.
Yeah, ultimately it was 8 people that signed up.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's do that one again.
But yeah, it was the first one, and it was 2 days of.
I think do it on a Monday.
No, I wouldn't want to
you
do it
can't
on a
do it
Monday.
on Monday.
That's
Well, I just think like
Monday's usually
realistically,
when
what
we
you're
record.
doing is
Mo-
you're doing a Saturday that's open, and the way we've been going and the way we want to be is to where no Saturdays are ever
Yeah.
open.
right. That's
So it's
fine.
kind of like if you want your thing to happen,
That's
you
much
either
more
gotta
fine
just-
with me. I do not want to sign up for a weekly mic. Having to do that, I like the way.
Yeah, but usually like one Monday a month or something,
Try to do.
just to guarantee it's there.
You can't because we're recording.
What?
We do have a
Mondays.
podcast on
We
Mondays.
have a podcast.
Oh, should we do this? That's my fault. Do it on Sunday then.
We'll figure it out.
I think
Like
it's
it-
something to figure out, but I'm fine.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
fine. Very comfortable with what we're doing right now with it. But I get the point he's saying in the long run, because people have been wanting. They're like, "Oh, I'm gonna make sure I show up next time," and I'm like, "Okay."
All right, cool.
And it
But
is-
yes, well, I do think that
Yeah.
like some people would like be very scared to pull that out.
yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Which is like, you know what I mean? You're just an open mic. You're like just
Yeah.
starting out.
For an hour?
Like you're still kind of
No,
like.
that's 30 minutes, I presume.
Yeah, it's probably 30 minutes.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
more-
I think if we promote it right, I think it's a very unique idea, and if done properly, like even if we, pack
Sure.
pack the room, like people will look at it as like, and you could even like piggyback it with like, hey, like we're gonna like you're gonna get someone's gonna get an hour, and you're also gonna get some sort of product after the fact.
Sure.
Like we're gonna produce your special for you on the spot.
Yeah.
Well, you
Yeah,
can't.
you just market it like that. And then, yeah.
They can
Because
like,
I can-
hey, I'll show up. The room's gonna be packed. If I draw the fucking golden ticket, I'm gonna have a special, whether it's produced well or not, which I think we can do it.
Yeah, and you can
So
always
you
clip
can make
out
a whole
stuff.
thing,
It'd be
yeah.
a great thing for people, and that's how we get better at doing it.
Yeah, I mean, like when
Exactly, yeah.
when I first met you and first started coming around the club, if that would have like come like that second night, and it would be like, hey, we're doing this thing, I'd be like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna buy a beer, and if I drew that, I would have been like, I'm probably never coming back here because I'm never following through with this. I don't even know what 30 minutes is like. There's no way. I barely, you know what I mean? But I mean, obviously, you would promote it in a way to where it wouldn't, there
You don't-
wouldn't be
you don't
those
have to-
people there.
Yeah.
Or like if it was promoted, it's like, yeah, it's a very, you know what I mean? It takes like a certain level of comedy. It can't be too good to where they're like, what? It's like that like middle, which is good. I think it'll just be like those like good comedians that come by.
Well, yeah, I think
that.
Yeah, be like Ariel Selman came when I did the first, the only one we did, and she specifically came. She's like, I would love an opportunity to do. 30
I think you
minutes.
promoted as like, so like if we started like producing people specials and we would charge them whatever for it, then you could be like $150 deal to, you know what I mean? Like it has to be like, wow, I'm getting this for free. Instead of like what you
put
usually
a
have
price
to play.
out there, what they're gaining in value.
That's, it's an anchor.
Yeah,
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 okay.
yeah,
Yeah, well, I think we're on to something.
That would
and
be-
it would be like, instead of a kind of fake crowd, you're ending up doing your special in front of a room full of comedians who
We're
think they have an hour, whether you have an hour or not, if you're in that room there for that night, like wanting to shoot your special, that means you're probably, you got some chops. And then so whoever's name gets drawn, like you're doing it in front of a real fucking comic crowd.
Yeah, you don't think draw the name and then like 3 weeks from now, then do it so you could like promote it?
Oh no,
I was thinking like later on. But you think right on the spot?
I think that's kind of right on the spot.
But killing an hour is a lot of time.
Yeah, of course.
An hour is a lot of time.
Yeah.
Like I'm a feature right
Even
now.
when we did
Yeah,
it,
30
again, there
minutes.
was no hour.
30
It was
minutes,
just 30
yeah, like
minutes. I gave
30
like four. I gave
I
like
think
4
30
of an hour,
minutes.
4 or 5.
4
of them.
30 minutes.
I think 30 minutes for the special
do
is
30
much
for
more.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
what
yeah.
people even try to
30.
get to. You
Yeah.
know, like I think it's more fair to people. Like I could do a 30-minute special, 45 an hour. Probably losing people that have the interest to even try.
Yeah,
to do
I
it.
think 30 minutes.
Yeah, 30 isn't. I mean, it
You
is.
just did 30 last night?
Yeah. No, I did. It was 20.
20.
I think I did like 17 because I saw the light and I didn't want to. I didn't want to go over. I don't like going over the light. Like I got. I'll never forget. There was this club called Jokes and Notes in Chicago.
Shout out Jokes and Oaks.
Yeah, it was the only female-owned black club in the nation. Miss Mariella Lindsay, and I had first started going there, and then fucking I was in a joke or whatever. I saw the light, but then I went for another joke, and then she chewed me the fuck out in the nicest way possible, but still chewed me out. Will, you can't go over that light. When you see that light, you finish that joke and you get off the stage. If you in the middle of a joke, then you can finish it. If not, get the hell off. Respect the light. And I was like, damn, Miss Mary, okay. And she said, come back next week. And I was like, oh, shit, okay, cool. And fucking, like, I never forgot the respect for the light after that moment. And, yeah, and then so, like, yeah, I had the 20, and then they had told me they were going to let me at 15, so I went and did that. And then you're analyzing in your head, like, oh, do I have the time for that? For your other jokes, because you kind of know your timing.
Yeah, my internal clock has gotten better.
Oh,
Of
it's-
like when I know.
Yeah.
Even like it's like I feel like even like when you're like doing comedy, like you're just like better at like judging time in real life too. Like you kind of, you know what I mean? Like it just becomes like, oh, that was 5 minutes, that was 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yada.
Yeah.
Like 10 minutes. I mean, fucking that chaos is better when you get every goddamn time, and it's like 10 minutes.
But-
Is like, oh, I can do 10 minutes easy.
But that's the thing, like with the miking, it's a lot of people are just bullshitting on stage.
Sure.
And then when you start actually learning, because like the formula for comedy is premise, setup, punchline. But then you got to learn how to fucking just machine gun that.
yeah, it's
and
jokes per
that's-
minute.
Yeah, but it's like every sentence, dude. Like I've seen like one thing that I saw fucking, because there's this dude Willie Barcena, a Latino comedian. He's a beast. He's a real fucking dude. And I just saw one of his shits one day because I'm cool with him. Like I did on Instagram. You see, you're
Just
scrolling
one
through
of
the
his
thing.
shits is-
Yeah, you're scrolling through the thing, and I seen one of his sets, and he's got it so down. He just boom, 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 one after another, and it was every fucking sentence was a joke, and he was just talking.
Yeah.
And I found it to be so skillful. But at
course.
Mike's, motherfuckers just, I'm going to talk about whatever, and you're fucking waiting. It's kind of like the old Jews with jokes.
But like, I mean, when you get to a mic, you should use it as a tool to just do new stuff and try to work stuff out. And it's not like every time you do a mic, it's not supposed to be the greatest show you've ever
Yeah,
did.
but the thing is, if you're trying out new shit all the time, you never have shit that works.
Sure, you can
So-
try out the new shit different, but if you're just trying the new shit the same exact way, then you're just cheating yourself. You gotta at least add a thing here, add a thing there
Yeah.
to see if that works. It's still new. It's just new things added to the old.
Yeah, but you gotta like focusing. I feel it's like you gotta focus on the 5 minutes, and then or the fucking if you're like at the store, for set of the night or potluck.
Yeah, you should be doing like your
I
best.
believe. Well, it's 2 minutes.
Yeah, think along
2
that
minutes.
lines. 2 minutes.
Three. I
2
think it's
minutes.
three.
2 minutes for the fucking
So Sundays, Alec was just telling me they just set of the night at the store,
Every other Sunday, you know.
and you get 2.
And you get 2 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, you get 2
It
minutes
is
up there.
packed
But
to
you
the
gotta
gills.
fucking boom, 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 boom.
Like you can't even
A lot
you
of
can't
fun.
even
They do
be up there.
They do
Yeah.
in the OR.
No,
belly
it's
room.
belly room. It's always belly
Even
room.
like last week or 2 weeks ago, I was there and like Jeff Ross like walked outside when we were talking. He was like, "What the fuck is going on here?" Like set of the night. And he was like, these are all comedians.
Yeah.
Like you could, there's no room in the belly room for you to really.
I feel like it's been like 3-4 months, but it's gotten now. It's the thing. It's
Yeah, it's
you know,
back to being Saturday night. I mean,
And they're
Bruce
probably
is
making
out
a
on
killing
awesome.
because you can get more receipts if you buy drinks. So like the time that I got on, it's like really how you should do it every time. Me and Coke got there like at like 10:15, like as they're taking the bucket away, and then I just threw mine on top, and they clearly don't shuffle.
They don't shuffle
it.
them that well.
Probably not.
How many drinks do you buy?
Yeah.
I just bought one. It was like as
One
soon
receipt.
as I got there,
Yeah.
I bought a receipt. But you can get a free name. You get it one free. So there's like a free name bucket, and then there's the receipt bucket. But throughout the whole night, you can buy a drink and then just throw one in. But I was getting it as they took it away, so it was right when I got there. I was like Alec Feinstein because they probably don't.
You got called first?
It was like second or third.
Okay.
As soon as I got
Maybe?
there.
So, yeah, right
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
That's
Nice.
Yeah, but that's probably the move is just get it because there's no way they're just fucking.
Yeah,
Bruce
I mean,
Gray's
yeah,
like-
the receipt's
don't
pretty
seem to
big
care.
unless they crumple it
They don't
up.
seem to
yeah.
care enough to be doing the whole. Like,
No, they're having a good time.
Yeah, it's just all fun. and
Kind of fuck with you a
Alright,
little
great
bit.
stuff. Nick
said I would-
Lattimore's mom killed it last
Yeah.
Sunday.
Oh yeah, wait, that
mom's-
I forgot you told me that.
Yeah, his
so
mom
Nicholas-
killed it. We met her
Is-
before, and she just kept being. She had to.
She's not a comic.
She has
right?
to be in show business of some shit.
She
yeah.
knows stuff.
She
And
knows stuff
She talks to
where she
Gaines.
has to like,
Okay.
she wasn't nervous going on. You know what I mean? She had to.
Yeah.
But she was telling me, and Cook, she was like, I keep telling him how to fix these jokes. He doesn't listen to me. And we're like, I don't know. And then like,
I'm trying to say I like your son. I'm like, your son's a great guy. And she's like, I kind of said he's funny. And she's like, I try to make him better.
yeah. and
I
she-
try to help him. Like, she knows he's not.
And she
feeling
killed
as far
it,
as
and it
that.
was like some people from the comedy store were like taking her, like you're amazing, and then like just like she was like, "See you later, son," and I was like, "Go hang
Wow.
out." and we were like, "Where's your mom?" And he was like, "I don't know, I guess having sex with Jeff Ross or something." I was like, "That's odd."
Fucking awesome. Yeah. He's,
But yeah, it's
he's
so
an alien.
it's so cool that they're doing that now, and it's like especially like I was bummed when I got here because it was like after COVID, and like I'd always seen stuff about the Comedy Store about how you go and you sign up for potluck and like you wait there, and it's like a big thing at the Comedy Store. And when I got here, now it's just online. But now that's like that vibe. To where, dude, it's literally everybody you know in comedy just hanging out.
How long have they been doing this
Potluck?
since I've been gone? No, I know
January?
not
I'd say
Saturday
4
night.
months.
Yeah,
Saturday
December,
night.
January.
They just started
somewhere
in
around there,
December. Yeah.
Sounds
Well, Saturday night's always been a thing, but then they brought it back.
They brought it back.
because they had it once a month.
Yeah, now it's every
Now
2
it's
weeks.
Now it's every single Sunday.
I think it's every Sunday.
I
Dude.
think it's every 2 weeks.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, like Bruce
positive.
Gray used to
Okay.
work at the Ice House before the Ice House changed management.
So it wouldn't be
Yeah,
tonight.
he's cool. He
And
was
then he
that
got passed.
Bruce Gray. He was that guy. I was on a show with him. I was on Brendan Week's show with him when Fonto started doing that crazy stuff.
yeah, I remember.
And I'm like sitting in the back, and that's like Bruce Gray walks in as Fonto's doing all that stuff, and then just goes, "Yeah, I'm good," and then just left. And he was the headliner. He's like, "I'm all right."
Yeah.
I forgot that part of the story. That's funny.
Yeah.
So to set of the night, who votes, or is it just?
Yeah,
had
there's
like a panel
there's
of
like
judges.
A panel. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
like 3 of them.
Some, relatively, touring, decent,
Sometime-
good comedians,
yes.
and it changes. It's fun.
Sometimes biased, you can tell. Like they'll just-
Very, but it's
They'll just give it to their friend because if you get it, then you get to go the next
On
night
potluck.
and be on potluck, which is in the OR, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's in the original room. You'll
How
go
much-
to the
how much
comedy
time
store.
do you get on
I think 3 minutes.
Handren won. I mean, not that I would ever have issue with it, but she clearly said like he did really good, but she was like, "I've seen you so long, you're always so good, so you win tonight."
Yeah.
And she was
fuck
like,
yeah.
"Yeah,
They do
I
like
agree.
runner-ups,
I
and they'll do like
agree,
runner-ups. Yeah, it's like Well, I think once you've like been in like even like hosting and like that kind of setting, like when you see them do that, you're like, yeah, it's just how it is. Like the bucket's gonna be rigged a little bit. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
of
Like
course.
all the things are gonna happen. But yeah. We'll go.
So Handra won Saturday night, and then
He won.
And then you go.
I'm sure he
potluck.
killed it the
What
next
hap- what
time or
happens-
whatever he did.
I've only been to. I've never even put my name.
Probably you're a full crowd in the OR, and then I
Well,
think
you
that's
get it
how,
at whatever time. You get it at whatever time it is because it starts.
Oh,
at,
that's
like,
true.
5
Yeah.
o'clock.
You have to do. You have to put. You have to submit on an email. If you don't win Saturday night,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have to put it on
Every
email
Friday.
submission.
Every Friday.
That's the Friday one, yeah.
Yeah, you put it on email, and then they let you know. What is it? Monday.
Monday like 1.
Yeah, and then you just.
But yeah, that's the way that like then you'll be in there, and like the booker could be in there. That's like the way to sort of get past, I would guess, on the
Well, that's the way.
on
they
the
did it
most
back in the
basic
day.
level.
Mitzi used to sit in the back.
But I think that's less. It seems to me that's kind of less of a way that it used to be. It's kind of like from what I know, it used to be a much bigger way to get into the Comedy Store than it is now.
What, for potluck?
Yeah. Like it used to be like a much bigger like highway into there.
Yeah, so
You don't
you're
think
saying that
this
the
leads-
Now
road
it's
has
still
gotten-
possible. I'm saying now it's still possible, but like there's so many other factors now of other ways to get to navigate it.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's
I'm not
just-
saying it's still not worth fucking doing. Of course it is.
yeah. I mean,
Anytime you get a chance to get on the Comedy Store, you should.
Yeah, and you did really well.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, you did
I was
good.
super caught off guard. I was smoking weed with Coke, and then it was like as soon as I got there, I was like, oh.
All right.
And then, yeah. I just,
And
like,
we've
went up
spent
there.
a lot of
Yeah,
hours
yeah.
there not getting picked. We certainly have.
Yeah, we had no hope.
a lot of times.
And then, yeah, like afterwards, I was like a Grateful Dead shirt, and like there was like, how high is that guy? But yeah, I did all right.
No, you did pretty good, dude. You
Yeah,
did
it
better
wasn't
than
bad.
all right, I'd say, for sure. You did
Wow,
pretty damn
that's
good.
very nice of you.
That's not nice. It's just true. I mean, he didn't win, but he did very
I
well.
didn't win. We didn't stick around to see if I win anyway. So
Yeah, well, yeah.
could have won. Could have won, and maybe nobody in the room knew who I was. hmm But yeah, we need to take this guy to the Comedy Store.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
was gonna say.
I want to go.
It's the most place to where like when I moved here, it's like, oh, this is Hollywood. It's like, oh, this is like there could like like Jeff Ross, whoever, like the biggest comedians in the world, will just be like right there, just hanging out too. It's like the most like, oh, this is I get it.
I think we'll go. I mean, we'll go tomorrow. What?
Yeah, we'll go tomorrow.
You subbed in for
I
Coke for
suppose
college?
so. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna be.
All right.
A
Well, hey, you heard it
He's
here
the
first.
pedophile,
huh?
Polly Wally show, Ding
All right,
Dong
Polly
show.
wanted confirmation. Right? It's,
I mean, just
it's
look at him, dude.
confirmation,
He's
right?
perfect, dude.
There you
He's
go.
perfect.
All right, I'll be there tomorrow.
I'm worried about it. I'm worried about because I was talking to Polly about like
No
all the
reaction
things,
to perfect? I thought
of
you were
all
going
the
to do the
things.
perfect thing.
No, I mean if I go like this, it definitely helps. If
What
I
the fuck?
part the hair like that.
That's the way you looked at me
Definitely.
mostly. It was your face.
It
That's a caught
definitely-
one.
yeah.
That's a caught one.
He just startled in the bush. Ray, that's what
Yeah,
he
well, Ray is
says.
a pedophile.
Ray
That's
got booked to the
difference.
Comedy Store.
He got booked.
He keeps saying that. Yeah, booked.
But Polly was making me nervous because I was like telling her all these ideas. I was like, I should get like pedophile glasses. I should have like
Pedophile
candy.
glasses?
I should have candy. I go and I should have
Okay,
like pictures of like stock little kids, like stock photos
the
of little
fuck?
kids.
Okay.
There's supposed to be a pedophile in it. And she was like, I love all these. She goes, yeah. She was like, Don is weird about some of this stuff. I'm like, well, I don't want to. I don't want to freak Don Barris out. And she was like, I think it'll be fine. I'm like, okay.
Then what- yeah, it's like, what's her point then? You know, it's like, you
Yeah.
only made me concerned and said,
Why are you
don't change
bringing
anything.
this up?
Well, yeah, let's. We'll brainstorm some costume ideas. Yeah, just Google pedophile pictures.
I got
Will-
it.
I'm good off
You
of
don't
that in
think I
my
have-
search history.
You just Google.
Let's see if we fall.
Yeah, just, yeah. Google pedophiles clothed and then pedophiles not clothed, just to get a comparison. It's like,
Yeah.
well, here's a thought.
There's a knock at the door, Will. You want to go get that?
Yeah. That's what all victims of child pornography should look at is pedophiles naked. It's like that's your protest against child porn. Is pedophile porn. I think that's about the exact reaction that I thought I was gonna get.
That's super.
So you haven't
deep
been
web.
to any other clubs out here?
No. I've been working.
Yeah, well, you've been
Yes.
at the best club there is.
Yeah.
Yeah, even hands on.
I mean, when we drove here past Hollywood Boulevard, and he goes, "All right, I think this is a touristy part of town. It's the most tourism I'm gonna
He's
get."
like, what? No, he says, what? Yeah, and he says, where am I? What is
Where
this?
am I?
Like,
What,
this
he
is
goes, what is
Hollywood
on this
Boulevard.
street?
Oh damn! Yeah, I mean, you're in.
But you're missing nothing on Hollywood Boulevard.
But does that
Trust
stuff
me,
interest
you're-
you? Like
you're
any of
better
the
off
Hollywood
not
lore
going.
and
Moderately. I've done the Walk of Fame, or the stars, and all that with them when they were kids.
We might do the.
So I don't need to do that.
Griffith is cool.
What's that?
Griffith is awesome.
Yeah.
you would love Griffith Park. That's
Yeah.
like we should.
Griffith Observatory.
We could hike up there if you want. You can hike up to it, but it's like
Can we
it's
drive?
it's an
Yeah. Look at him. Shows his bougie, huh?
It's an observatory. They have the telescope and they have like an IMAX kind of thing in there, and they have like a giant pendulum thing that knocks over.
There's
shit.
a bunch of shit for you to see.
Yeah.
But,
For tourists-
but
for
the
touristy
best part
shit, I
is the
vote.
best part is definitely the view.
I'd say the Getty and
yeah, you're gonna see
I've
all of.
never even been to.
I've been to the Getty. It's
Everything.
it's
The
amazing.
Getty's amazing and Griffith Park.
It's amazing, and I'm the least
Getty's cool. I've been
artsy
to Getty.
guy.
You're a science guy, though, dude. The best thing.
I would appreciate a science.
I was at Griffith Park a couple months ago. I got hiked up there and I'm just like sitting there like looking at the view and like there's like a tour group going and this person like the tour guide and like he's explaining like this part and it's like the sun lined up and they have like the piece of glass that shines on the exact date that it is at noon, like based on that. And then next to that they have like it going with like what stars we're gonna see, like all the astrological signs. And this guy just made such a point in front of like little kids and like a bunch of parents in California. He was just like, yeah, and then it looks like this, and he goes, and that's the Libra, and he goes, but just remember these things were all taken from the Greeks, and the Greeks took that from somebody else. All of this means nothing. It just made such a point to just be like, none of these things matter.
Yeah.
Don't be crazy. And I just started laughing, and like this girl who worked there, like sitting next to me, she goes, "Yeah, a lot of people get mad when we do this part, but we like to let them know that." I was like, "Whoa, it's hilarious in LA."
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, I agree with it too. But you don't understand how it is in LA. Like every girl you meet is like, "What's your sign?"
Oh,
And then
my God.
when you tell her one, and if it doesn't match, they go, "Oh, well, what's your moon sign?" And then you tell her that, she goes, "See, that makes sense now." It's like none of it made sense.
Yeah.
No, I've never heard of the moon sign.
Yeah,
What the fuck
moon
is the moon
rising.
sign?
There's like a Jupiter rising, like a Saturn.
We're
every
in
planet.
Mercury retro right now.
Yeah,
I don't know, but I know that's a term.
Mercury.
that's when it's
It's about to stop.
That's when
Something-
it's
Mercury,
probably the
Mercury
eclipse, I think, or something. It stops
Mercury retro is when there's like an
Wait, is
80s
the
theme
eclipse
party.
tonight,
on-
tomorrow night?
tomorrow night.
Tomorrow.
The world's gonna end
The
tomorrow.
world's gonna end.
Tomorrow.
Really,
It's the 8th,
it's really mostly
The
about the
world's
world
gonna end
ending.
tomorrow. Dude, I was talking about this last week. You know CERN? You know what CERN is?
Yeah,
It's like another version of the Large Hadron Collider.
CERN.
Yeah. You know they're starting it up tomorrow, like for the first time in a while, because like they like fixed like a bunch of stuff, which is just like
That's
to me, it's just like why? Like, are you just trying to fuck with people? Are you just?
or were they really?
Couldn't you just
fixing
do it Tuesday? Like, I don't understand.
Or do you think they may be right and they were just modifying it and getting it ready? They're like, yo, this eclipse is happening. We can align the molecular structures.
Maybe they're wondering if they can discover some new stuff while that's happening. Who knows?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying because like there's there's magnetic.
But it
field.
definitely just seems like they're just fucking with everybody.
yeah, I agree.
Seems to be hilarious.
Yeah, I think people are just thinking too much into it.
I didn't even.
weird
It's
time.
like a weird thing
Yeah.
people love to keep
would-
doing over and over with 2012 or then what it's like.
I mean,
Okay,
people have been
I've been to too
wanting
many
the
of
world.
these. 999, I was scared. 999, I was like, oh my god, I'm 8.
I was 4.
So the next
I'm
the next one's
confused.
not happening for another 20 years, and
Yeah.
I was, the last one was
Yeah.
just recently. I was googling, it,
Yeah, I was in college.
and it was just it was visible everywhere. I was like, kind of fuck that up.
We went
Right?
and
Did y'all see it? Was it-
No.
yeah, I had the
No,
glasses.
no one saw it. You saw
Oh,
it?
here? Yeah,
It was just everywhere.
I was here. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that. And
Yeah.
I was at 7-Eleven. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in college and like we had the glasses and everything, and like we went to like go buy pot from our buddy, and he was like, "When's this thing happening?" And I was like, "It's happening right now," and like gave him glasses to like look at it. He was like, "Whoa, dude, you get a free gram." And he's like
What?
sat in our yard, and because you can't, because it wasn't
Yeah, yeah.
full. If it's not full, you can't see it without the glasses. 'Cause
okay.
The sun's too bright.
Oh.
I thought it was. Was it not a
In
full
when
one?
it's full eclipse, it's only
5 or
full
6 years
eclipse
ago, it was
in
full
certain
eclipse.
areas. Like it passes through like
Okay,
a
so
certain
it was,
part of the
it
United
was
States.
visible everywhere, so that's why you could see it. in
Yeah,
LA.
yeah,
It
yeah.
wasn't a
But not a full one.
visible-
It goes like perfectly dark for a little bit.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, they say like in some areas like it'll. Get,
I can see
it'll,
how
it,
you.
It'll
you
get so
just,
dark
freak
that
out.
like the crickets will start chirping
Nice.
because they think it's nighttime.
They did.
And you get them.
But we were in Nashville, which was pretty close.
Yeah, Nashville was a pretty hot
It's a
spot.
little stripe that runs
Yeah,
on a certain path
So right,
across the
yeah.
United
So,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
right,
they
so
were-
right now, tomorrow, if you're in that little narrow strip, you get to
You get raptured.
experience that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
they were saying
Oh,
on
yeah.
the news about people who are flying to locations.
Yeah, they
just
are.
To like,
the
well,
girl
that's-
who's the
yeah.
yoga instructor at our work, she's going to the Eclipse Fest in Texas, where I'm sure they're just going to fuck
of
each other or
course,
something.
yeah, of course
Yeah,
the
so it was
yoga
yoga,
instructors
yeah.
like I have
My-
to go.
she's
like, I'm going to the Eclipse.
Another
Y'all have a college friend
Yeah,
that flew
yeah,
to
our
Memphis
college-
and they're driving to Arkansas right
Yeah,
now.
Yeah.
To
There
go
are
do it.
friends from Connecticut. They're visiting us in Memphis now, and
Mm-hmm.
they're going to Arkansas tomorrow.
Yeah,
get-
it's just west of
I heard this story about 5 years ago when it came again. I mean, when it came. you know, all the marketing people milk this, and so there was a ship that went out in somewhere in the Atlantic on the right spot, and so of course that's $1 zillion ticket, you know.
Oh yeah.
And then it was cloudy,
Huh?
and rainy, and there's not a damn thing you can do.
But you can fucking that's written into the contract.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
it's-
except for weather conditions.
Sorry.
Holy shit!
An
God
act
was
of
fucking
God.
him with that one. Yeah.
Act of who?
God.
Yeah, that guy.
You really atheist, huh?
Hey, man.
I mean, if you
The rapture's tomorrow,
not a
man.
joke.
Get
This is
ready.
not
the rapture.
comical.
Yeah, he's not being comical. That's true.
I believe in a higher power.
well, can I say this real quick?
Okay, great. I like that.
Sounds like
I
no
believe in a
Alex.
higher power.
The more abstract you get away from, I believe in God, I believe in a higher power, I believe in energy.
That gets your rocks off.
I believe in the universe is vibrating. Yeah, that's all true. But,
Yeah, but I think-
if
I
you zone in and say, I believe in a God who cares, who gives a fuck about my parking place when I drive into, Sunset or whatever, he doesn't. That's a non.
But I believe in the
you can't
parking
even
god.
I mean, I think
Who
God cares, but he doesn't give a shit enough to like he cares. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Do you see the athletes at the end of a game? They thank God for the home run or thank God for the win.
Well, they're jocks. They're idiots.
Yeah.
well, I
You're
mean,
such a racist.
That's what? I was talking about hockey. Were we not? We were talking
Holy
about hockey, I thought.
They never think God, dude.
Now you're racist.
I've
Only
never seen a
black
hockey.
guys believe in God.
I've never
Is
seen a
that what you're
hockey
saying?
player thank God after anything.
Speaking of,
They think like woodchucks or whatever Canadians like. I don't know.
yeah, I agree with that. Like, I think you're foolish if you don't think just something's going on.
I think he kind of just acknowledges that. He was saying once you
You think I'm
specify it
foolish?
down into.
Yeah, I wasn't disagreeing
Oh,
with him.
okay,
I was
okay.
just
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. I'm rolling with it
Some
so
people
far.
who are like that extreme atheist where it's just like, yep, this is it. It's like, just have you done anything in your life where you're kind of like, that was weird? Or like, I feel like even like if like you just know enough about like the Big Bang and stuff like that, it's too, to me at least, it is too weird and too odd of stuff to not be like, it's something.
Yeah, there's a
And
lot of
there's
miracles of life,
what's-
positioning the universe, the complexity.
What
of
throws me
life,
out the
stuff like
most,
that, I'm with
and I don't even know how this relates to religion,
yeah.
is deja vu. That is the
Yeah.
only thing that gets me thinking about what I think you're saying, kind of.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I have deja vu so often,
Really?
Sure.
so often. Like,
Yeah, I do too.
once a week.
Yeah, I have it a
this
lot.
motherfucker's
yeah.
psychic.
And intuition.
It's weird.
Intuition can be really weird.
Never really have deja vu.
I never think like, oh, I know what's about to happen, but I have like a strong
Yeah,
like
yeah.
deja
same.
vu experience. Yeah, but like once a week, like that.
That's
that is already
Jesus
happened.
trying to reach out to Adam
it
through
does
your
freak me out.
soul.
I'm like,
Yeah, I've had that.
I'm like,
too.
okay, that sounds weird.
There's
something. Just something.
everybody is like connected in some kind of way, which I guess when they have like sort of like string theory kind of.
I see your dad being
Everything
disappointed in you,
is-
dude. I see it. I'm watching him
Yeah.
being disappointed. He's like,
I still got some more
line
to
too
do.
far,
My
son.
fucking God-loving stupid retard son.
Wow.
That's the R word.
You're gonna be grounded if you don't count God right now.
I'm going to take the car away.
I'm gonna take the car away if you don't become a full-blown atheist right now.
If I read the word deja vu again. all right?
That's a confusing dad in the South.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Just yelling at your kid, your 5-year-old kid in the driveway. Your parents like, he just kept telling him that God's not real.
And I feel like I got to know your dad awesome. He's amazing and stuff. But what about your mom? Is she on the spectrum of like, no, none of this is real? Or she
doesn't give a fuck.
doesn't give a
That's
fuck?
it. I was
I
going to say,
figured.
she's very practical. She doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, makes sense.
She hasn't talked about it. She didn't ask. I think when we stopped going to church about when I was, a kid, 11, 12, you didn't really tell me why. I kind of maybe inferred a few years down the road, and then we talked about it. But Mom, yeah, never.
She never mentioned it again.
I've never had a religious
Don't speak about God.
I've never
This
had a
house.
religious conversation.
When did
with Mom.
what did he find out first? That God wasn't real or that Santa wasn't real?
I've had
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, well,
Did you guys do Santa?
yes.
Yeah, you did Santa for a little bit.
Yeah, because we
Yeah.
customs.
We live Santa. Christmas
God.
is not religious, please.
Yeah.
It isn't.
Not in
No.
America.
But it's
No.
still a fictional man.
Yeah, it's still a
committing
fucking
miracles.
Fictional man.
What about the Tooth
That's
Fairy?
that's
Where
exactly.
are we
no,
standing on the Tooth Fairy?
Bingo, you're right on it. I mean, we lie to our children about
That's
the
right.
Tooth Fairy and
Oh,
the
you're
Easter
dentist,
Bunny
Of course, I forgot.
and the Great Pumpkin, maybe, and the what Tooth Fairy,
course, the Great
Easter
Pumpkin.
Bunny,
Halloween.
Charlie Brown, Great Pumpkin.
okay,
Of course, Santa.
Santa,
And then, but here's my point:
Valentine's
we
Day,
eventually
I mean, you're, well,
come clean and tell them the truth about
Yeah.
Easter
Tell 'em
Bunny
you've
and
been
Santa
lying to
Claus.
them.
But we don't come clean about God, or
well, to me,
we
okay,
should.
Jesus of
So-
Nazareth.
What I was just thinking is like, okay, I've thought about it before. A lot of them, it's marketing, like you said, and it's like you celebrate these seasons and these certain things so that certain parts of the economy move.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like so, like fucking chocolate sales boom up on fucking Valentine's.
Valentine's,
Day.
yeah.
Like fucking eggs and shit are sold on Easter.
Easter. It's
fucking
It's brilliant.
Quiz.
yeah.
Well, it's just like the diamond companies was just a marketing campaign for rings. Was De Beers, they were the ones that they were the ones that marketed getting diamonds for marriage.
For marriage,
yeah.
they started that.
If I had
Yeah,
to
there
pick,
was-
I would say people that believe in diamonds is sillier than people that believe in God.
Well, it's the De Beers company.
If you don't believe
De
this
Beers-
rock is worth $6,000,
Yeah.
I got
Well, you-
more
well, you
issues.
know what's
Yeah,
practically-
that's crazy.
You know,
That's
it's only,
crazy.
you know it's only worth that much money is because De Beers holds all of them. They have like 80% of the diamonds in the world. De Beers, like the company, they buy up
Yeah.
all the diamonds from everybody, and then they hold them and they control the price. They just release them like
Well,
every
that's
now and
just
then.
Let's go rob them.
Yeah, it's not even the most precious rock. It's opal is the rarest rock. But yeah, De Beers literally just buys them all up and then like just slowly releases them and control the whole market.
damn.
It's a goddamn good company, is what it is.
Yeah.
That's
But you
genius.
just got to think about it on the mass scale. There's motherfuckers like we're out here with standard little jobs, and there's guys that control entire industries. You know, like the Russian fucking the oligarchs and shit.
Honestly, I kind of respect the Beers for that
Yeah.
because the government can block AT&T merger
Yeah.
with someone,
But they can't do
But
it
it's
mining.
like, I'm just bought all the rocks. Like,
Yeah.
that's not. Yes, it's a monopoly, but they can't actually do
That's
anything.
80%,
That's just
yeah.
supply and demand, free market
Yeah.
economy for your ass.
Well,
right
it's not
there.
even because it's not even
Yeah.
an American company. It's a worldwide company. I think they're like in India or Russia or something. But
Are
yeah,
they really
it's,
in
I think it's in India. Is like where the big De Beers like building. It's the building is insane. I think it's like 15 floors underground, and it's just all these
Is it made out of diamonds?
Indian. I wish,
Fucking going.
but
cheap.
no.
Went like
it's-
this, so I thought you were gonna say Jews. You're like, it's a bunch of
Well, that's-
Indians.
That's in New York.
It's like-
That's New York.
That's New York. I think it's 82nd Street is the Diamond District.
You keep
It's-
track,
it's
dude. This
just-
guy's on it.
You know, there's a guy
It's like my phone number. I just
Yeah.
kind of remember those things.
I've heard about this dude on one of those IG things, TikToks, little things. There's a guy who goes on the Diamond District and he shovels up the dirt between the fucking sidewalk
yeah.
and cleans it up and then like gold
Finds-
mines it.
yeah,
and
yeah.
finds
He doesn't get
diamonds and shit.
modern day gold mining, basically.
Well, yeah, but he makes it whatever living off of it. I mean, he's not making shit.
Yeah, I
but,
think I've seen that video.
Yeah, have you?
And whatever he says that he makes.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
he's making
believe
like
him.
a third of it. Of
He
course.
he looks like a guy that lives on the streets
Well, that's what he is.
and is like. It sounds like he one time made $300 and he's like, I make $300 every day.
Well, yeah, of course. Everybody's gonna inflate what they say. Look at Trump.
And I would imagine if I've
Oh my
seen
God!
it, I would imagine.
You want to
if
go
I-
there?
If
You want to go there tonight?
True social.
What, are you
True
Trump guy?
social.
No, I'm
He's
a
an
never
atheist,
Trumper.
Okay,
Oh, I don't fuck with Trump.
Yeah.
He's
You know, I have a photo with him.
he's God.
I what?
I have a photo with him.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was at Mar-a-Lago one time in college, and I volunteered for a charity event. Didn't know it was fucking what it was, and then I ended up at Mar-a-Lago, and he was fucking there, and the Trumpster was there, and
It's cool.
I took a photo, and I was like I didn't really give a shit. I mean, I've heard about him, and I've seen his real estate practices because I'm an. Hey,
was a sniper. Holy shit. I honestly didn't see that coming.
You got all up in there.
Give him 5 minutes on that one, because that caught me off guard. Holy shit, that was a sneaker. God damn it. Oh, man.
That's right there.
Get the man his time. That caught me.
Bro,
God, that was a politics to Mar-a-Lago to jump.
His practices, his real estate practices. So you've really been observing.
I mean, dude, I
I went to a rally.
nah.
I went to
I went to a
rally.
Bernie Sanders one.
I went to the Trump rally in South Haven, Mississippi.
You did.
I did.
Yeah, right?
I'm sorry.
My,
He's looking at you the way he looked at him for saying his deja vus.
I know.
He's looking at you. Like,
Yo, I was saying this, dude, like
Do you want to hear
like
the
I'm
story?
I'm Cuban and Venezuelan, right?
Yeah.
So I've seen those countries in a sense, not super firsthand, but firsthand to a certain extent. Because I live in the United States, but I've gone back to Venezuela, and then I've learned a lot from my dad about Cuba and shit. And I just look at that dude, and I see a lot of the moves that he's made are very communist. Like in wanting totalitarian power, wanting, whatever, I'm a president, I can do whatever the fuck I want. No, you can't. You still have to abide by the Constitution. There has to be some moral standard.
I feel like you're done with me now that I said I went to a rally. I feel like that was.
nah, it was a good time. Tell him,
It
Alex.
was a good time. It was.
I hope it was like in the vein of what is it, Brian Klepper?
It was in the vein of research.
Yeah.
It was in the, my buddy called
did
me and
Did you get some material?
I have this one, yeah. My buddy called me and he was like, "Hey, me and my parents have a ticket to the rally." It's in 2016.
Hey, me and my parents
And,
have a ticket to the rally.
yeah,
Did they
yeah.
subscribe to this?
And he was like, "Do we have an extra ticket? Do you want to go?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course." What are you?
Wow.
What are you joking? Do I want to go to a presidential rally? I'm a historian. If you deny to go to that, then you're un-American,
So I hear you.
and I consider you uneducated and an atheist. All right, but yeah, so we went. It was amazingly hilarious. So I'm in my buddy's car, and like as we're like in line, his dad like turned around. His dad's like super smart dude. Owns his
but
own
racist
company.
as hell.
And he just turns around and he goes,
racist.
"All right, now we start drinking." And I was like, "Wow, this rocks." I didn't.
Wait,
know
he started
Christ-
driving and started drinking?
No, his wife was driving, and we
Oh.
started taking pulls of Jack Daniels, and then like we get to the parking lot, and it's like a whole tailgate, like a college football game. And I remember saying to him, I was like, "Do you think they were doing this at like Jimmy Carter rallies?" And I was like asking people that, and they were like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, they were." I was like, "I don't think so." But then when you go in there, they're just like playing rock music. Everybody's drunk, and everybody's just cheering. This is 2016. It wasn't after. You know what I mean? None of us thought we were really going to get elected.
The cool kids were going.
I mean, I didn't hurt his election when I voted for. I'm just kidding. I've never voted. But yeah, just cheering the whole
Wait,
time.
did you call me un-American for not going to a rally? And you said you've never
I
voted?
did.
Yeah, wow.
He laid it out there.
I think you got a clip right there.
Yeah. But yeah, then you're like cheering, and when he comes out, it's like woo! And I mean, I was getting into the woo. Drain the swamp. I cheered a lot. I had a sign that literally said "Drain the swamp." We were holding up.
What about lock her up?
But it's so funny. Yeah, some people had locker up signs. It was badass. And then when you leave, it's just like all these like scalper people just selling like bootleg merch in South Haven, Mississippi. And dude, it was the funniest stuff I've ever seen. There was like pictures of like Hillary like shotgunning with like Trump's like dick in her ass. It was crazy stuff. And I think ended up shutting them down. It's like all these like black dudes who like hate Trump, and they're just like, we gotta get the money.
They're
And
hustlers.
The cool. I bought this shirt, and then I don't have it anymore. But it was literally just a picture of an AR-15, and it said, "Is it because I'm black?" And I was like, "This is the greatest shirt I've ever." But yeah, I mean, I just wanted to like. It was such like a. Like, the joke that I tell on stage about it, it's like, yeah, I just did it for like research. Like, I'm sure there was people in like 1938 Germany that were like, we got to see what
No.
this guy's got to say. He's got such big crowds, and like when you go there, like you're like, no shit, these guys are gonna vote for Trump because it's like it's South Haven, Mississippi, 2016. This guy's coming, getting them hoorah rah rah. It's the coolest thing that's happened in that town in years. And so they just like go drink, listen to this guy say that he's gonna take down the government for him and he's gonna make it for them. It's like fucking of course.
Yeah.
They're gonna do that.
Yeah, in 2016, a goofball thing, and it was new, and nobody knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
But you don't have an excuse now.
Yeah, but they do. They do.
No, I mean they don't have an excuse for being fooled again.
Yeah, I know.
But they are, and
Like,
they
they're
will
getting
be.
I don't understand this.
Yeah.
There's some people that aren't fooled. I mean, like my dad. I don't know who's voting for this time, but
Like, bro, I can
But like my
see-
dad's
think we know.
my dad's a business owner, and he like I think like you forget like the small people like that who are just like, yeah, when this guy was president, my business made more money. And when this guy's president, my business made less money. So it's kind of like
Well,
it is a
okay,
selfish
but
thing to do,
that's a
but-
thing set up by the two systems. The Republican system is setting these systems,
Sure,
the economy.
sure,
up now
but if he's the
so that
Republican
there is
candidate,
failures.
but if he's the Republican candidate, what are you gonna do?
Fucking, you're gonna do something else. Like this guy is. I can see this guy selling the the private information, any fucking of the secret documents to Russia or some shit like that,
Easily.
because he wants more money.
Easily.
Because he wants more money. Because he's in debt. Because some bullshit. Like the motherfucker. Like I don't trust it. I don't trust it.
Trust either of these candidates.
I don't trust Biden, but he seems like he's on a better moral character.
He doesn't even know his moral character. He's retarded.
I trust Biden
Yeah.
to not destroy our
Yes.
Why?
democracy.
Because
Yes.
he wouldn't know how. He would forget.
No,
how to
he
do
knows
it.
how.
Let's let him forget.
He knows.
Let
He
him
knows
forget.
how. He has every person in every position doing what they need to do. If there were a failure on his end because of his life were to end, then Kamala Harris takes.
you think there should
control,
be a-
And the Democratic Party has a better.
Do you think there should be an
interest
age limit, Mr. Smith?
An age limit for the presidency?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, there probably should be. There's a minimum.
Yeah. What would you put the age limit at?
Probably, I don't know. You caught me off guard. I don't know.
He's-
75? Did you say
75's
did,
How old are they?
70. Joe Biden, if he wins again, he will be 82 by the end of his presidency.
Yeah.
82.
Is that it?
I think he's 79.
I thought
So
he was
maybe
gonna be like-
83.
I thought he was gonna be like
Maybe
80.
Yeah, but the thing is,
think 83.
you're putting an age limit on it,
Oh.
but then also with modern
just thought it was 88,
technology
you
and
know, in my
modern
mind.
science,
I thought Trump was 84.
life
I thought
starts
Obama was
extending.
88.
yeah, life's
I don't
extended.
know why. I
That's
just,
like-
You know,
just 79.
pilots, particularly, I'm familiar with FedEx because I'm from Memphis.
it's like I don't care about the age. 'cause
They're
Trump,
forced retirement at age
person.
60.
Yeah.
Only recently, I say recently, 10 years, maybe 8 years. They upped it to 65. But I mean,
So
it
the
was
pilots.
not.
I mean, Dianne
Yeah.
Feinstein just retired at what, 91?
In your lifetime, the forced retirement was
Dianne
60
Feinstein?
for pilots.
Yeah, now they have because there's a short.
How old was-
and shit.
Yes.
Dianne Feinstein was what, 91 when she just retired?
Yeah, and
That's fucking
when she
retarded.
died. When she
Crazy.
died.
She's
she was still a member.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, but that's
no,
the
she
thing.
died
She
after
should
she
she
retired.
should have retired herself years ago, of course.
yeah, they have
So
no
should
they have no limit
Ruth
or term limit.
Bader Ginsburg.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you know, that's a whole nother thing.
It's
should've-
craziness.
Oh, for the
Design.
Supreme Court justice.
So then we could get another.
whatever.
But they they have no limit or they have no term limit or age. It's preposterous.
Yeah.
Like have you ever met a spry like genius 80-year-old, like a guy that you're like that guy could run the country? I've asked my
well-
grandfather before. I was like, what would you think about being president? He's like, huh?
So you think Trump's too
Be
old to be?
president of what?
You think Trump's too old to be president then?
Yeah, they both are.
See, I just think it's
No, they both are.
I mean, he's too crazy, but
He's too crazy.
he does seem more aware, and to me,
He
it's
seems
like,
more aware, but
Yeah.
I've seen some videos where it's starting to get a little.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like how much is his kookiness?
But it's Biden
How much
is
is his
aware.
kookiness
I
just
don't know.
his old
Everybody, he's just been
fair.
He's just
painted.
better
And
at-
that's the societal question.
But he's
yeah.
just better at enunciating his kookiness, but it's still his old age and kookiness.
Yeah, I hear
Bing,
that.
bing, bong, bing, bong. You saw that one, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, the vape out.
It's
You take all of Biden's gaffes and goofs and
Yeah.
whatever.
that's why you
They're
get,
a
that's why you get
thimbleful.
RFK Jr.
How much footage could you get of Trump doing stupid, outlandish,
Yeah.
ridiculous, just crazy, off the chart stuff?
Yeah, but it's just a different off the chart stuff to where like
It's
some-
a chart off the
Yeah, it's
charts
off-
that I don't want anywhere near the White House.
Yeah,
That's all
dude.
I'm saying. Let Biden fuck up. Let Biden be the second worst president
I just
ever in the history of our country.
Yeah.
I'll take him.
instead
I
of
just think
destroying the
neither.
whole
I
country.
just-
destroying the
I
country.
just think the fact that that's the Democrats, that that's the best they have to offer, that that's preposterous.
What?
I think both
Dean
parties.
Trump is
on
the
both
best the
sides.
Dean
Republicans
Phillips.
have to offer.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm saying on both sides it's
Oh, they're
preposterous.
both sides
I'm
are
saying on both
terrible.
sides
Yeah,
it's
terrible.
preposterous.
Nobody wants this.
RFK
Yeah.
Jr. is like the next best candidate, which is ridiculous.
Well, that's the thing. I think not
Ah,
many
no,
people have as much interest in politics. I mean,
JFK
think about
was-
who's involved in politics nowadays, and then the more that time passes and the economy changes and fucking money is less value, like there's only so many. Like, think about how much a political campaign.
There's nobody who wants that
costs.
job anymore. JFK was what, 45?
But nobody thinks it's cool. But then for it not to be cool, and then two, for the cost that it
40.
costs to get in
Crazy.
there,
You
it's
can't-
going to be select people. It's going to be select people that are in these positions of power, just like Russia or whatever. It's people who have who are the
I mean,
senators and then
money.
Yes, but also now it's to the point to where like I think like with like Trump and Biden and all this stuff that in all of that is people have just like lost faith in that job at all. So like no new kids want to even, they're like fuck this thing completely. So nobody new is even trying. Like
I think it's society, you know, like society
yeah,
is
nobody cares anymore. Even like the
No,
Republican side, it's
I
just
feel the
nobody.
different way. I feel like society is really at fault because it's everyone cares and it's too politicized. No matter what each person now is going to be, everyone thinks it's so this way or that way. When to me, in my opinion at least, when Trump was president, didn't affect my life. COVID sucked, but I don't blame him. Biden's president, doesn't affect my life. Like, I feel like people just need someone to blame and talk about. And now it's such a thing that forever further it's going to be overhyped and because of social media culture, it's so polarized. But in reality, I'm like, it's really not
I
that
think-
big of a deal.
But I think that polarization.
Really not.
that much either.
I think that polarization though has just driven like younger generations like mine and the one below me to just be like, that's so fucking
tuned it out.
stupid that it's just I just rather just not care at all.
y'all ever read?
Which isn't good either. It's not good that nobody cares about. Everybody's given up on politics, especially with like how like social media is with like conspiracy theories and nobody believes in anything anymore. And everybody's an atheist, I guess is what I'm saying. And this country was better when it was God-believing country. Our presidents were better when everybody believed in God. But thanks to the 2015 American Atheist Convention in Memphis, we have Trump. Somehow you caused Trump.
Atheist for Trump. No. The evangelicals love him.
Yeah, atheists. of
God knows
America.
why.
And Trump did at least highlight the lack
ever
of
read-
God in the position when people are like, we're not going to pretend it's his morals or he's a good husband or anything. They're like, it's just,
Have you read 1984?
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you read Brave New World? That
Brave
one's
New
No,
World.
I've never
Brave
read
New
Yeah.
World, I think is more realistic than 1984.
Well, then I'll have to check that one out.
Brave New World
They're
is like
classics.
Brave New World.
Yes.
Is,
Instant,
yeah,
Well,
Brave New
I-
World. Honestly, it's like it's 1984. It's like the government doing it to them.
Yeah.
Brave New World is like the government tricks them to doing it to themselves. Like they're in that dystopia, but they're happy with it.
Well, I
Like,
think
they're-
that's
like,
what
they
we are.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 1984 is
Right.
like they know it's like shitty and all that stuff. Brave New World is like they're like, oh, this is better this way. We don't need books. We don't need creativity. This
Well,
is
I
more
mean, that's
fun.
why I see with like what's it called? Like electric cars and the way that we're going with technology and everything. I mean, information can be suppressed and shit like
Sure,
that.
of
Like
course.
when you're gonna have like, because there are no books. Nobody has any fucking books anymore. So like, if they choose to delete you, they can, or delete whatever they want. They can delete that later on. I mean,
Start
think
buying
about
books.
it. Like they're talking about automated like cars. You know, the cars can drive themselves now. But think about a couple years down the line. You know, when
They're able to shut your car off.
that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't like
trying
Teslas.
to pass the thing in San Francisco that your car cannot go over 10 miles an hour to post the speed limit. All cars just can't go over 10 miles an hour, whatever the limit is.
But I
That's
mean-
good. All cars are going to be automatically driving anyway, eventually. And then they're
that would be fine with me.
yeah, no,
Hell no, you're not. Damn, you
No,
are not
dude,
a car guy. I would be the guy.
What-
I would be the guy with the old fucking diesel or
they
some
will
shit.
have that.
Everybody's driving, and I'm still in the fucking car. Like fuck that.
They will have that. They will
Fuck
have that.
that
They will
one.
have. They will have a situation where like some of the cars are
But I'll be
automatically
rich as
driving.
fuck.
This is where
And-
evolution comes into play.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
some of them will be automatically driving, and some will be everybody driving it themselves. And then there's going to be enough wrecks, and they're going to say every car can drive automatically now.
Yeah.
Fuck you. You're going to cause the wrecks. And then I think what'll happen is every car will be able to go like 300 miles an hour because they're all like synced up. But
Yeah,
they
yeah,
will
in a
probably
superhighway.
eventually have like those like manual driving roads for the car collector. Where,
Well, if
like,
you work for the
these are
government
just
or
the
if you're a
roads.
Like
cop.
a novelty.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
If you're a cop or if you work for some situation
know,
where
like collecting
you
the-
have to
Like a
deviate
separate
from the
highway,
path.
a
Yeah.
separate highway.
It'll be like collecting vinyl records now or something. You're a hipster. It's like, oh, you still drive yours? Yeah, I'm cool. Like, that's so.
Nowadays, some kids think they're cool because they're like, I've never driven a normal car or a gas guzzling car.
Whoa.
Like, I've-
You've heard that?
I've
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm like,
Wow.
whoa. And then to me, it's kind of funny the opposite, where people hate the electric cars. I'm like, they're like, I will never drive
That's
one.
that's
and
that
now that I
gap-
drive one, I'm like, this is what I dreamt of as a kid.
That's
like,
that
you know,
gap switch.
I'm not gonna.
That's that gap switch of
Yeah,
where
well,
they're like, you're a they're giving kids wedgie who drive a diesel like in high school.
Wow.
You're polluting the environment. And like, and back when I was in high school, it'd be like, you care about polluting the environment?
It's the new bullies, dude.
The new bullies are the nerds.
I mean, I see their purpose.
You can't even code.
You can't even. You don't even know Python, you pussy. It's wild, dude.
Man,
I still haven't gotten that.
living in the future, dystopian or not, I can order weed off an app.
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's what you
that's
dreamed
cool.
of as a kid, right?
Yeah, it is. I'm living it, dude. I have Wi-Fi. I can. Girls have Plan B. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things people have dreamt of all of history, and I'm like, this is cool. I can smoke
Venmo,
weed.
Venmo, just send you money.
Venmo's cause a good solid one. I'm not. I don't get all the
Yeah,
complaining.
times definitely changed real fucking quick.
Oh
Because
yeah.
I remember, did you ever play like the Oregon Trail
Yes, of course.
on those like we were at the beginning of this technological boom. Because like I remember
That was
black
one
and
of the
white
first
TVs.
Early video game.
Huh?
Early
Well,
video
fucking
game.
yeah.
Yeah,
that's a
died from
Atari and shit.
dysentery.
Yeah, yeah.
He died from
They
dysentery.
still have it when you were coming up?
No, I'm a young. But it's like, but I was
No, he
weird,
had tablets in school and
I
shit.
no, well,
Did you?
I went to a private
you have
elementary
Yeah,
tablets?
he was
school.
white as hell.
We had. I got my first laptop.
lab
from
job?
PDF, yeah, my lab job.
My lab job.
My first lab job as a sit-in scientist was.
He doesn't want to say if he had tablets. though.
No, we didn't have tablets.
Okay, then.
But no, at PDS we all got a Mac from the school
See,
in fifth
Yeah,
grade.
computer, even better.
In fifth grade.
Motherfucker didn't have a standard
richer, not
computer.
as
It
young.
was $3,000
Last time
computer.
I
Fuck.
was playing Oregon Trail in like third grade.
Yeah, I'd played it before, but that was so before my time.
Okay.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
To be
but
clear, I have
was,
no idea what we're talking
Mine
about.
was interesting going through like high school and middle school because when like Facebook, I got my first Facebook like right when it came out in seventh grade. I was in seventh grade, and that was like the start of like, MySpace was the year before that. And that was like the start of the thing, but like that was like, and then like Twitter came out and all that stuff. But like my grade, like there's like me and my sister is 4 years younger than me. Like when when Facebook first came out and Twitter and all that stuff, it was just a joke. It was just a thing to like fuck with your friends with and like put on their like Facebook status like I like penis and stuff like it was all a joke. But then I could
Your
like
type of humor?
I could see like as I was going through high school and like seeing my sister like theirs was so much more serious. Theirs was like like talking shit about like the stresses you hear from social media. It was like I was like right on the other side of that cusp to where we were like this is stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I cut it right as like I was going into college
The same.
and made a Facebook
Yeah, it was just
when I
funny.
got the .edu address. I was like,
Oh, wow.
like the movie, like
Yeah,
it intended to, and it was just spreading,
Yeah.
and I didn't really know what
Yeah.
it was.
I got mine.
But
You know what's cool? $1 billion.
that's the best line. That's just JT's.
But yeah, it was just so interesting to me, like see like how much more seriously just 4 years behind us was this change and how it was all viewed. Like even in college, it was like we could like that was when like the crack like I was in a fraternity and that was like all the crackdowns of like like hazing and like stuff like that. It was like seemed like it was like always like right on our tail of like all the PC stuff. And it was like I just had like missed it like 2013 is when I graduated.
Okay.
So it was like right when it started to get weird and like at first would like joke about it, be like, wow, we're just missing all this weird stuff that seems to be happening right behind us.
Yeah, I mean with there was no Instagram obviously back then, but I mean, all my pictures from college are barely on Facebook. I don't have a lot of pictures like from college. They're just,
Yeah. But see, that kind of stings.
it sucks. Like we did a lot of
like
cool
all my
shit in
stuff.
college.
Yeah.
And like no one had, or like we were just getting the iPhones
I was gonna say,
like
that was-
junior and senior year. Like it's just only a few.
Yeah.
Like a lot of
yeah.
us still had flip phones. I had a
Yeah.
I had a Sidekick. Like
Hell yeah, that shit
Yeah.
was
You look like a
fire, bro.
sidekick guy, dude. You look like a
Sidekick.
sidekick guy.
I
I
did
bet you
get
flipped that thing out
Do you have
so
the razor?
quickly, dude.
Did you have the razor?
I know the
That was my
razor.
fir- that was my
yeah,
first phone.
Okay, but I'm saying, yeah, there was, you probably kind of caught that good
Yeah.
zone for a while, because now people get in too much trouble for having too many pictures and
Yeah,
videos
yeah.
in college. We lost our charter.
They get in trouble?
After
Oh, I see.
I was alumni advisor, and they
but
ended up losing their charter and kicked off campus because someone just left their phone at the bar, and it had a bunch of videos of hazing,
Yeah.
like on it, and then the administration had it, and it was just us hazing the fuck out of these kids.
Yeah, because I mean, like,
And someone just left the phone at the bar. It sucked.
yeah, like
So-
there was that gap between like when like social media people would post all this crazy stuff like Snapchat and Instagram and stuff like that. There was like that gap where it like took like administrations like to catch up to like, you know what I mean? Like where like you could still get away. There was like that wild west of social media. To where before, like the administrations were like, "Wait, we can look at this and just bust kids." But
Yeah.
like, yeah, like I had like just missed that.
Like they're probably too old to even
Yeah, exactly.
think it. Yeah,
and
yeah.
then
it makes
eventually
sense.
it comes around. They're like, "Oh wait, this is we should
Oh,
be
wait.
looking at this."
Yeah,
This guy's
Check
selling
out
drugs.
His
That much?
Snapchat, he has prices and everything.
Dude, there was this app that came out my freshman year of college called Yik Yak. I don't know if you remember what that was.
I do remember that.
But it lasted a month on Ole Miss's campus because it was basically Twitter, but only to the people near you on like in like the same mile radius, and it was completely anonymous.
Anonymous, yeah.
So you could send pictures, you could just talk shit about people in the most heinous ways, and you'd like look at it, and then like you'd like see your name pop up. It would like be like people would be like outing people specifically, and be like, "I fucked her in her ass last night. This girl's a whore," and it's just going to everybody in a mile radius.
Yeah, did they still have it was called like
Crazy.
collegeacb.com?
That was that.
Remember that was before it was Yik Yak
Yeah,
before
forum.
Yik Yak, yeah.
And people get crazy
it,
on
it,
it.
it shut down. It was a big thing at Emory, and
Yeah, 'cause-
they banned it from Emory.
Yeah,
Like,
because people get so crazy. They're just like outing people, and it's all anonymous. You're like, well, I can just talk shit to
yeah,
anybody.
That was a big thing. I was all completely anonymous, and but they have it for different schools. Like I don't know if you could get on other people's school
yeah.
board.
Probably like a VPN.
But yeah, it wasn't that. You could get around
Yeah,
it
yeah.
somehow. But yeah, you would go to the
It was-
EmoryCollegeACB.com, and with Emory, it was such a small fucking
Yeah.
school. It was just all the
And
shit
it's-
talking and like really heinous shit, and people were
It's-
getting bullied because of it.
It's
Yeah.
wildly fascinating, like how like before that there was really nothing that was like that before social media or anything that people could just anonymously talk, like say anything they want. And it's interesting to me, like how fast people just dive in to just the worst parts of themselves, just talking shit. Like that's immediately what it turns into. It's not like everybody have a good day. It's immediately when it's anonymous on the internet, everybody can see it. Everybody just immediately becomes a bad person.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
It's horrible.
The internet
That's what I'm
brings
saying. It's
the worst out
fascinating,
of people,
but
dude.
it's horrible.
I mean, it.
It's like back in your
Yeah.
dad's day, it was just like you just don't say
You ever-
those
Well,
things.
You ever heard of that? Whispers? No, you say yours.
Oh, I was just gonna say the South Park trolling episode is one of
Yeah.
my more I fucking love that episode. And
Reference it a little bit.
uh,
I gotta click.
They're Randy just gets obsessed with internet
Oh,
trolling.
yeah,
Kyle's
okay.
dad. Kyle's dad.
And fucking And then when you told me, you were like, oh yeah, that used to be a big hobby of yours, and I was like, that makes sense. I mean, like, you know, I like just fucking with people like on comments is fine to it.
God, dude.
I think it's
Cameron's
hilarious.
the only guy that knows. That's
Yeah.
great, man.
Yeah.
Back when I used to have the Facebook, I was just.
So
you
I-
don't even know how much I fuck
think
with
trolling
people. Trump
is-
stuff,
yeah.
buying stuff. You just post things and people get mad, and it's funny.
I
just
think
argue
that's
with you about
completely
nothing.
fucking fine, and it's funny. And but
Dude,
what
that was
like,
amazing.
these
back
kids in high school, you know, it's not trolling for fun. It's just like being really like mean.
Yeah.
And I feel I wouldn't want to go to high school right now.
Well, my
Yeah.
my Facebook stuff I'm proud of because that's funny to me. I regret a little bit. They used to have an app called Whispers. Have you ever heard of it? I don't know why. That's like that brings the bad out of you or something. Because mostly it was fucking with people. It was, but it's this app where you same thing. You anonymously post stuff in your area, and people would. I just remember just fucking with people. I remember like some girls like, oh my kid. I'm so happy my kid went his first day to kindergarten, and like I'm proud and it's awesome. I'm like, what if he died today? And she's like, why would you say that? I'm like, I don't know why I would do this, man. And I would always argue with people because I always spell there, THERE. No matter what. I don't care if you tell me it's the wrong way because people love to fix your shit and rewrite what you say with the correct grammar. And then I'll just repeat it again, wrong, with more asterisks. And I remember one guy just arguing me. He's like, there is proper like this. And I was like, no, it's not. He's like, this is proper English. And I said, no, I'm from England. We speak proper English, unlike you Americans with your bullshit slang. You don't even know. And then like 8 hours later, he writes on it. He's like, I contacted my family in England. You're lying. This is still the correct way. And I'm like, I made you waste 8 hours of your life. And I just like stopped writing. I was just fucking with people, dude. People love to be douchey.
Dude, I mean, Coke's sister. Did you see? Like, did we tell you how she captured that UFO?
Yeah, that's true.
She, like, videotaped a UFO, and it's like very,
you know,
like,
I
good
seen
footage.
the UFO. My sister saw a UFO, and it's not like I always say that. It's not like the internet or anything. My sister, she sent me the video. She's like, "This is what I saw today." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, it's a good video. It's not like a fucking flying saucer right in front of your face, but it's two lights and they're doing weird stuff, and
where
it's like,
was
whoa,
Denver.
that's crazy.
Denver. Yeah,
And
I'll show you.
I put it on Reddit.
Yeah, we put it.
And,
so it was a hit. I sent
and,
it,
and
he put
it got like it became like one of like the highest voted things like on the UFO page or whatever.
People were
But,
so
like,
mad.
People like it immediately turned into people because I wrote
When'd you
my
put-
sister's. My
You can send it to
friend's sister sent
it?
him this, and then this is it. That's it. And people immediately like some people were like, "This is amazing footage,"
Can I send you
and
Instagram
then
or
equally
send it on
amount enough
text?
other people were like,
It's fake.
"This is fake. Y'all are gay."
Yeah,
And then it's like, what?
you guys are
And
gay.
then, and
You
then
guys are
people would be
fags.
like,
We're
"Oh
what?
yeah, my sister's uncle's cousin sent me this video." And then it'd be like somebody flicking you off. And it was just
so
like,
you were getting a lot of
That's
hits.
all I can
like,
send it to you.
I think we got like 1,500 like upvotes or something like that.
Wow.
Like, yeah, a lot of people saw it, but it's but just immediately people just like it was like, what do you think? They're like, I know what you're doing. You're editing this, and it was like,
No.
what? No, I'm not.
Dude,
I'm not
I was
Oh, I thought you were throwing me the phone.
Oh no! Even
that
in
too.
like real life, like I could see it, at least in my opinion, out of people. You know, like these are my friends. I would say like even Ken Steele in person, I show him, and he's like, it just brings such a like I don't want to, just so much anger almost. You know,
Is this outside of the car?
That's it. My sister, one of my best friends, you know, Charles, he was definitely one of them. He's like, well, the car moved. You take a look. He's like, the car moved while they're recording it, so that's not what happened. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Just take a look. You tell me if the car moving affects what you see. Because he's saying they didn't.
Well, there's a thing called the something phenomenon.
I agree.
Where it does that.
I agree, and maybe I'm stubborn. Whoever's, you know.
I think it could be any of them. Maybe, but also maybe it's.
I think that was
maybe
a
it's that.
factor, but he's saying they didn't move at all.
Yeah,
And
I'm
I'm
saying
like-
like maybe, you know what I mean? It's just like
That move really
But just
fucking.
seeing the tone, as all I'm trying to say, like the messages, it was like that,
That's
in my opinion, in their tone of just
that
reaction.
moved in a weird fucking way.
it's weird. I'm not saying for sure it's a UFO, but it's weird.
Yeah,
That didn't move like something should move.
It's fast. What is your opinion on the alien stuff? That's coming out,
Because
Mr. Smith?
look it hovers and then it
can't even
just
see it.
okay here I start
Well,
from
I'm
the
gonna put
beginning.
it on for everybody.
Okay, oh yeah.
I'm just downloading it and then fucking trying to email it.
People listening to podcasts,
It
or
goes very fast.
it's a UFO.
Just barely saw it right there.
Yeah, so it's 2 dots.
The 2 dots. It
don't
goes
see
blink.
any
It goes
dots
watch.
right
It
now.
goes blink, blink.
This just makes me wonder how many UFOs have been in front of guys with
blinks, and then
glasses,
it moves.
See some
and
of
they
your
could
water.
never even see it. It's weird.
I guess like I guess
You know what I mean?
it,
It's
I
weird.
guess it
I
could
I
be
didn't
a
laugh at that,
helicopter,
Alec, but that was
it's
very
weird.
funny.
It's
Some people
weird.
said F-15s or something because there's military bases near there, but it flies weird.
Well, yeah, there is that like the new area.
What do you think of all of that, Mr. Smith? About how the government now is like coming out saying,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
have these
declassifying information.
I'm
That,
saying, yeah, I'm certain that the military is doing things that
of course,
we don't know about, shouldn't know about.
but then it's the argument of, or did they get that technology from one of these fallen crafts?
Yeah, probably, bro. We had that technology
That's what I
boom
believe.
right after that Area 51 hit.
Right
And then
after, right after Roswell.
Yeah, yeah.
Right after
I don't believe
Roswell.
any of that. So, I mean, that's okay.
Yeah, I'm just curious. It's okay.
It's just
a lot of people
I
say
don't
the
even know why
aliens
I
aren't
expected
real.
you to believe in anything. To be honest, that I should have really
Well,
known.
a lot of atheists are aliens, guys. It's a mixed bag there, you know. It's just a god.
there are
But
explanations for everything. We just don't know.
Sure.
some people say it's not aliens, and all this alien stuff is a big diversion from the fact that it's actually the rapture and they're angels
they're
taking
demons.
people.
That
No,
they're
angels
demons.
taking people away. That's what
And
abductions
demons.
are.
And some people think demons.
Okay, I haven't heard that, but I hear you. Yeah, it's
some
a
people-
lot of.
Well, I don't know if you'll know this, but Alec is an expert on the Fermi paradox.
I am an expert on the Fermi paradox.
He
What
did.
do you know what the Fermi paradox is, Mr. Smith?
So let me tell you. So Alec did a show with our buddy Danny,
Yeah.
who you met, and the concept of the show was to give each comic a pretty high level concept topic, and then just riff on it. And in my opinion, Alec had said the night.
Oh, I definitely did. I was supposed to be back on it, but it's when I'm in Florida at the end of the month.
Oh, he's doing it again.
Yeah, no, it was a really good lineup, and I can't do it.
What, do you
But-
get some prep time? Or
But I knew what it was when the topic of the game. It's the Fermi paradox, which is it's named after it's Dr. Fermi, who was like this scientist, and literally, basically, what the paradox is if there's so many universes and there's billions and then yada 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 yada, it's so big and there's so many other planets with habitable life. Where are they? The paradox is if there's so many aliens out there, why haven't we seen them? And that's the paradox, which is interesting in and of itself. But like researching it is so funny. Like it was literally just like 5 scientists sitting around a table, and one of them was Dr. Fermi, and to me, it just sounded like he was just like stoned or something. He said like literally it came from, he goes, they were sitting all at dinner and Dr. Fermi randomly blurted out, well, where are they? And I was like, where are they what? And he goes, the aliens. And then they just gave him that phrase, which I think it is an interesting point. It's which like they give like I think there's like 3 things that they say happen to civilization, and like that's why we don't see anything. It's either that we're alone, we're completely alone, and it's just us, which would mean either that we are the first civilization to progress as much as we have, and we are like leading the universe, and you know what I mean, like in all of our progressions. Or if we're somewhere like in the middle or something, that means they just haven't come here. They look at us like the classic thing is like they look at us like we look at like a pile of ants, and they're just like, why would we even come there? They're retarded. And I just say retarded because it makes this conversation more retarded.
More clippable.
But or it's that all the other civilizations get to the point like maybe how we are now with like global warming or nuclear disaster, and they end up just killing themselves anyway.
I think that's more realistic.
That's yeah.
Damn, you
all
think
of
we-
them-
you
all
think
of
we
them
can't
are-
handle ourselves?
None of them are great.
That's what all the planets are failed societies that have
they either
destroyed
kill themselves or they go by us.
That's
and look at us
fascinating. I
like
haven't
we're
heard
dumb.
that. That's pretty.
Yeah.
I've heard
it's
other
the
stuff,
third,
but
the
not
third
the-
one is kind of like the Space Cache episode. Where it's like, oh, not a Finland.
Yeah,
and then they just zap Earth and put a big cube around us. Yeah, it's I kind of could. I could get behind that.
It could be anything. I mean, it's like it's one of those things like nobody fucking
Look at the
knows.
giraffes fight with the
All right, y'all wanna
penguins.
check-
Earth.
Y'all want to check out these aliens?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh
yeah.
Oh yeah, here are the aliens my sister saw. I've also seen aliens within the past 9 months, and by that I mean UFOs.
All right, so yeah, you're gonna
Mine
see,
were
you're gonna
green,
see
though.
the blinking dots there, and then it's gonna blink one more time, and then
Yeah.
it moves. Boom,
And
See, I can't even see him on this one.
boom, boom. Yeah, and it's gone.
It's tiny.
I literally saw absolutely nothing.
I saw nothing on this.
I
version,
see
dude.
them. Yeah. Oh
I don't
yeah.
see them.
Yeah, look.
I mean, so barely, dude.
Boom, right there. There's
Right
the
there.
Oh,
There's
there's the dot.
Yeah. The first one already popped up before
So
it.
it goes blink, blink, and then blink, blink.
Yeah, and then it shoots
moves,
off to the left.
And then it blinks again. Boom. There it is.
There's one.
There's a
the other
blink.
one.
Blink
There was
back.
2 there. There's 2, 3, 4,
And they blink back and then they go.
5.
I see them going, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see him.
But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, it's not the third one where we end up just killing ourselves, and that's what a sad version of the universe that is. That out of the infinite amount of habitable planets, that every single one just does global warming and or nuclear whatever
Something. Yeah.
and dies.
Something.
That's so lame.
But like
we
the
have Elon
animals,
Musk,
I think
I
the
think.
animals will live no matter what. Like the humans might blow up. So there's gonna be roaches.
I mean, I
There's
feel
gonna be-
it's like it's kind of like we're like big
Why
ass
would-
ants.
I don't know.
Because
Yeah.
we're just depleting all the shit out of like Mother Earth. You know, like when they go in and dig into diamonds and all that shit, we're doing it at such a level. That
You know, the
it's
Earth is more green than it's never been right now
for real. It's more green
because we're producing so much carbon dioxide, and that's what the plants and trees feed off of. But you know, that's a positive.
You think it is confirmed the most green right now?
Yeah, give that a Google.
I ain't convinced global warming's real, man. I'm more skeptical of that. And it's like, I believe I'm not serious. I think it's real. But if I would make the argument that maybe we're just so small in our timeline that we think that the planet isn't just always changing.
Well, that
And
is-
we're like, we've been keeping track of this for like 200 years, kind of. So now we think it's like, man, there's a lot of shit that happens. There's ice ages of this, and we're maybe. I would
There's
be
no
more
argument
open
with
to
that
a lot
part,
of
but
hyperbole.
it's the speeding up of the natural thing is the issue.
Right.
Like that does happen, and that's confirmed. But it's the speeding it up one way or another.
Did y'all see
Right.
that?
Even the interpretation of that. Yeah.
Don't Look Up movie.
Yeah, I love it.
It's just I really fucking liked it. Yeah, I right when it came out, I watched it, and then we rewatched it just
It's
literally this
exactly-
week. I mean, it's about
Exactly.
global warming and politics.
You're like,
right?
that's
But,
what would happen.
yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio would start fucking this news anchor.
I loved it.
His wife is so nice. His wife is literally like, oh, it's okay. The world's ending. I get it.
I thought that was great. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
This would be a great podcast for Last Day of the World, in case if we're wrong, you know? We're like, oh, I don't think we're going to.
It is. I agree.
Yeah, we're killing it.
The Large Hadron Collider. They're gonna kill the red heifer.
Oh, yeah,
I hope
that's
it's
part of
all.
it.
Recap.
I hope it's
part of it.
all of the apocalypse events at once, and then like nobody even knows who to blame. It's just 2 minutes. Every apocalypse scenario coming together in one day.
I mean, shit. And Trump's president.
Oh, my God, it's not that bad. See, that's what I'm saying. People are so polarized. See, it wasn't that bad. It's apocalypse?
The apocalypse.
A little strong.
Fucking draw a line.
That's a little strong. Isn't
No, I mean it's just that he's up, and these times, like everything is just so crazy. Like you ever
Yeah.
been through a hurricane?
I
That's
guess?
why I
but
blame
there's-
social
there-
media, man.
but
Have
it's-
you guys been through a hurricane?
Oh, I've been through
you have.
27.
Hurricane Elvis.
27. And the one that was here. We had one here like last year.
True, but that was nothing.
But
A
that was
hurricane.
nothing. Yeah, I was through
Hurricane.
Ivan,
Yeah, that's-
Wilma, and
It was
Katrina.
nothing, like most hurricanes.
I went through Ivan, Wilma, and Katrina.
Really?
Yeah, I was in Boca
Those are
Raton,
big
Florida
ones.
when
Those are-
they hit.
Yeah, those-
Yeah, I never forget that shit. Those
Yeah, but isn't like
like how
Boca
Earth.
Raton?
Yes, I was in Boca Raton. I went like that power that Earth contains in itself, like with all that movement and shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Pieces of the cement were fucking moved up. Trees, wherever you were, like, holy shit, that's a strong bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like they just. I mean, it seems like shit is more frequent now, and different. I mean, they're saying like like this is the most rain. Rick.
yeah, but isn't
is
like a
get
weed?
Yeah, after they said we're gonna have wildfires the past 5 years.
Where'd you
and
go?
run out
Did
of
you
water.
did you
Now
leave
it's the most
or
rain
did
we
you
had.
bunker down?
I hunkered down.
Yeah.
I hunkered down. I was yeah.
What'd y'all do? I mean, you go to the
Bro.
basement. Like, what's the process of that?
No, there's no basements in Florida because you're in a swampland.
That's true.
Right, okay.
So, not dude. We sat in the apartment and fucking drank and got fucked up. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, what-
you sit there, you play
Yeah,
games.
but did you
wait.
lose power?
Did you board
Yeah,
up?
of course.
All
yeah,
three,
of course
all
you board
three
it
of the
up.
Board it
hurricanes you
up.
lost
Board it up.
power?
Every home has that equipped out there, with the standard, like placement for like you have the different you'll have pins or whatever to place up the boards on your property when it's coming up. It's just preventive measures. Do you know what I'm
We
saying?
had that at the Tampa house.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like the house is
There's corrugated metal in the garage.
yes. There's and then you just go. Yep.
I
Yeah.
never did it, but I'm
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
did that shit. I was like, oh fuck, we're really doing this because I have a place out in Florida.
Yeah.
And yeah, when-
Branch hits your window.
yeah. Well, I remember fucking putting that up, and then you fucking chilling, and
You
then,
play Pokemon on your Game
yeah,
Boy.
and then power goes.
Everything
out.
else goes out.
Yeah, power goes out, and then you're just drinking. I remember
Or
my
drinking.
mom had
More drinking.
my mom had
That's a
bought us-
Catholic household.
Oh well, my mom bought us a bunch of food, and we had to eat like 2 weeks or some shit worth of food in like 7 days. Like we had to cook it.
Oh, she was like, "Don't waste this, Will."
No, well, no, it wasn't. I mean, I don't waste any food. I hold food very highly. I have to eat all my well because like I have a high regard to food because some people well it's I have respect for food.
Okay,
Like-
who doesn't?
I don't know some people
American culture.
Anorexic.
American culture like if you go like my mother like I said is from Venezuela.
We're all fat.
I had cousins.
We're all obese.
Yeah.
We
But I
all
had cousins who
love
had mud
food.
floors. So like the respect for food and having food on the table and being able to have that is big ingrained into me, you know, to respect that shit. But that over bro, we had to cook all that fucking food.
What,
And-
tacos, burritos?
Hell yeah. Tacos, burritos, some fucking empanadas. The meats, everything fucking
Cuban sandwiches everywhere.
Yeah.
Dude, sandwich. We were eating cigars. We were eating cigars for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah, talking to Mike.
You're saying you had to cook it because it was going to spoil
Yes.
without
Yeah.
the power.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had to barbecue it though. Everything you had to
In
barbecue.
the hurricane?
No, I mean, dude, you had
But that's
your
what I'm
fucking-
saying. Eat all three of those
Like-
hurricanes. You lost power for many days where you had to do that.
No, it was one specific.
Yeah, one. I've had one where
specific
we lost
one.
power for 2 weeks. That was it.
Um,
I forget which of the three, but
yeah, I
That was it.
forget. I think it was Katrina.
This
I
makes
just
sense.
remember that the roads were fucking tore up, man. It
wait,
was
isn't
going
Katrina
around
the one
like,
that hit fucking New Orleans?
Katrina was New Orleans.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
New Orleans.
yeah, but it hit past.
it hit
or-
us too, I
Was
guess.
it Ivan?
I don't
Or
remember.
Wilma? Maybe Wilma.
Wilma.
No, Ivan
Wilma
came
makes
up the
sense.
west coast of Florida
then,
because
which
that
one
was
was
when
it?
I had
I think Wilma.
property.
Seems like
in
something
Tampa.
you'd remember, to be honest.
Well,
but-
bro, I remember I went through all of them.
Been through
'cause they were around the
27.
same time
Was it
period.
9/11?
It gets boring.
or
People
Pearl
talking about it each year.
Harbor?
Like I've lost power once. Is my point. Once we lost
Once.
power. It's so overhyped. I forget all the names. It's like I
Well-
played basketball in hurricanes. I rode motorcycles in hurricanes.
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
what's
it
so
was
bad
Wilma.
is that we're all from Memphis.
You just get bored and you're like, oh, it's actually
another one.
By the time the hurricanes would get to Memphis, like even my house would lose power then.
Wow.
Like my house would like lose power in like a lot of the storms.
Well, you lose power for a little bit and then they get it right. The fuck.
Yeah, but this
That's
is
what I mean.
Memphis.
Like probably a little bit each time or whatever. I mean, like
Yeah, but Memphis,
more
This is how
than-
much better
Memphis,
your power grids
more
are.
than
Memphis, a
20
lot of
minutes
those
only
grids,
once.
the reason they get hurt and shit is because they're not used to fucking the weather that's coming there because they're
Of course.
retrofitted for the certain way, and then it fucking gets hit, and they're like, oh shit, we gotta fix it. I mean, a lot of infrastructure in this fucking country's fucked.
I feel like
Like what else?
Yeah, tell
Hurricane
Baltimore.
Elvis, the city was down.
Yeah. Let's fuck Baltimore.
Yeah.
Or how about Detroit? 40 square miles of Detroit was abandoned for forever. Like in my senior year of high school, it was 40 square miles of Detroit that was abandoned,
Abandoned. Just
gone.
said, see ya.
Yeah. So, well, I assume there's probably crackheads and
Well, I was talking
But-
about the recent bridge in Baltimore.
Oh,
That's what
yeah,
I
my
was
bad.
referring to, That infrastructure.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I would, he
That
dropped
is
the ankle,
crazy.
and that's why they dropped the anchor, and that's why they coasted into it. And
No, I didn't.
yeah, so you like the Baltimore bridge crash, like the what is it, cargo ship?
Yeah.
You can see if you watch the video, you can see the power go out twice.
Yeah.
And what the guy did is like he was like freaking out because he couldn't do anything or whatever. So he dropped the anchor to try to like stop the boat,
Yeah.
and it swung him in to the thing. And that's like what happened. And he's probably gonna go to trial. And I was talking to like a guy from my work who was like in the Navy for like 30 years, something crazy. And he was like, if that proves to be true, he's like, that guy's going to jail for a long time. Because it's not a move you're supposed to do. Like,
He had just left it.
But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. If he's like, if it is proven that that's the reason that it swung that way, then that guy.
My favorite conspiracy theory about that I've heard about is that he did that to replicate the movie I saw, the Leave the World Behind, produced by Obama, because that movie is, again, ironically, about the rapture, and it's the rapture, and that's what happens right before, and it's aligned with this stuff that they say because he's trying to do the movie. It's crazy.
But
it wasn't a great movie, but
They had a
the
big
fact
vote
that
just like
Obama
that,
produced
just-
it is
exactly.
pretty like.
I've seen.
We watched it at the.
Yeah,
at the
it's a startling movie.
I've seen.
They say the Muslims and the Chinese take over America because all the Christians are raptured. So
Well,
it's
he's
like normal
produced a
people
lot-
walking around like,
yeah, yeah.
where is everybody?
He's
And-
produced a lot of movies, but
yeah, but that
I've heard that the
Goodness.
bridge.
Our former president is a movie producer.
Yeah, yeah.
First I've
he's
heard
done a
of that.
lot.
Yeah, he's done a lot of
Me
movies.
too. And
It's
this is
the
the only
first
one I
time?
saw where at the end of it's like produced by Barack
He's
Obama.
done a lot of
I'm like,
movies.
what is this about? What is this about? This is the
think that's
former
probably a
president
name-
talking about
that's probably a
America being
name
taken
game.
over.
That's
Definitely a name.
It's a book though.
Well, it is. Anybody who gets in like any power or anything starts to make their investments and gets their fucking.
I heard
money
Yeah, but
The,
that startles America. He was when the presidency was normal. You know, that
He didn't
was
sit
my
there and edit.
semblance of
Of course he
normal. And now
No
he's
way.
making movies that
I mean,
scare the
maybe,
shit out of
but-
me as an American.
Well, no, that's all the movies that he makes. The first one that he did, I think it won an Oscar. It was a documentary about this this car manufacturing plant in Ohio, and they got bought by a Chinese company. So all these like Chinese people were like coming in there and like taking kind of the jobs. And dude, the stuff that these Chinese employees say is so
Wait, I know. I did watch that
fucking
documentary.
it's so fucking insane, like, because it's like putting the translations up as they're having their meetings of like how to integrate with these like Ohio factory workers who are like these fucking it's crazy.
Yeah.
And like that's produced by that's Obama's thing, and they're literally talking like in one scene, like they're like talking to him. He's like, "Yeah, y'all have to like go to lunch because like these Americans they need their breaks and they're gonna be like jolly here." Like explaining to them like regular. They take away their break room like the first week, and they're talking to the Americans like, "What the fuck is this?" And the Chinese people are like, "These fucking pussies. They don't want to work 25 hours a day." They're literally like, "You have to be nice to the American because this isn't his whole life." And they're like, it's crazy. It's a wild documentary.
Check that out.
It's
I mean,
scary.
like
It's
Chi-
what's happening
you
now.
gotta-
Wild movies
China
out
owns,
there.
China owns all the buying up all this real estate around military bases in the U.S. and it's
Do they
scary.
really?
Oh, do they? China owns so much property here, and
Yes, well, I
and,
know
like,
that they
on
own
the
a lot of
map,
property.
it is like a lot. I'm not saying it's 100%. Like it's definitely conspiratorial sounding what I'm saying, but a lot of it on the map is around these military bases, which is like wouldn't
I
surprise
mean, there
me.
is legitimacy to that thought.
It's scary. There's 30,000 Chinese people have come over from the
bro,
Mexico.
like China,
since 2020.
China on their like political prowess and how to become a country that like has shit down in a sense. They're winning. Like their production levels are insane.
Yeah, if you don't believe in free will,
I
Yeah,
understand.
like, the higher ups
I
are
understand.
winning.
I understand the higher ups.
they
the
are
higher
not
ups.
winning. You can talk to the Uyghurs over there.
No,
They're
I
not
understand.
winning anything.
The poor,
Not the
the
Uyghurs.
They're
poor,
gone.
Uyghurs.
They're gone.
the poor isn't winning, but like in the system
So
of
good,
like,
fuck them.
I mean,
Just saying bravo to those that are making it.
no, I'm just saying like if you look at like Venezuela, like I said, because I refer back to that. Like if you look like at the Saudis, at every country and shit, but you look at the major powers. I mean, there's America, Russia, and China.
Sure.
And Russia's its own fucking thing, but China just has they got a discipline. Like
it's called
motherfuckers said-
communism.
yes, I know, but you still have to look at it in a political way. I mean, you have
I
to have-
don't.
I look at it. I look at every country and look at the differences and see how they have their shit.
Do you like that?
No, I don't agree with
Okay.
it. I'm not saying I
Sounds
agree
like-
with it. I just have to acknowledge it. I have to acknowledge it as a thing because it is a fucking thing, and they got their shit down. Like
They're
they come
working
in,
like a well-oiled machine.
that's what I'm saying. They go and
How
steal.
humans shouldn't work. But yeah.
Yeah, but they steal our info. Like everything has been fucking copywritten, stolen, and blah
course.
blah. And like they have the hackers and everything.
They own us.
And just to have, like back in the day when America like came from World War II or whatever, right? To like come together and shit and start making steel and blah blah blah. Like that's what they're doing. Like, but just they're forced to do it.
Come together after World War II. and
Like
start making
after World War
steel.
or during World War II, they had the people had to come together. Like the steel production, everybody
agree.
went to fucking work, went to the army. Like it unified. The country was unified for a certain point to win for a greater good.
Of course.
Do you know what I'm saying? And then now everybody wants to be a fucking artist. Everybody wants this, wants that. I want to be a TikTok.
Everybody wants to be a
fucking-
comedian.
Yeah. So and like nobody cares about politics and shit like that. And their shit is just like it's scary.
Yeah, dude. China's gonna fuck everything. Like, you know, like CRISPR is.
No.
Yeah.
CRISPR is like the gene editing thing. Like, you know, when China
Gene hacking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like a few different scenarios where they think it's gonna be like scarce. They believe like one day it
Get
can,
rid
like,
of
go in
Down
there.
syndrome and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that?
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
exactly.
okay.
But the dark side of it is that
They can make
eventually
super
they think
soldiers.
you can literally. Well, yes, but they think it'll come to like which hopefully doesn't happen. But like, China has no regulations on it.
Yes, I know. That's what I'm
We have
saying.
a lot of
That's
every
why-
other country. China and I think it's like North Korea and I think one other country has no regulations on gene editing. But like
They
we,
can
I mean,
do
it's not
whatever
like
the fuck they want. They got
it's not
umbrella.
like on the higher levels we don't do the same exact shit.
Yeah.
but
They have more freedom.
but what's going to be really weird is they think eventually that it'll be like you can be like, what kind of kid do you want? And then everybody is going to be like, 6'5", blue-eyed, yada yada yada, like all the perfect things. So then everybody's going to look the exact fucking same.
Well, dude,
And
it'll
it's
be
gonna
like it'll be like Wall-E and shit.
Yeah,
It'll
it'll be
a
like
totalitarian
I
government.
want my kid to have a tail, and then
Yeah.
you could just have a tail. Everybody's gonna look like video games.
I mean, they're already doing surgeries on people's genitalia where we can make like a woman's pussy
Well,
a
then-
star,
and then it's
things
the-
like that. Like
and-
if you want to change your body, you can make it a star, a flower, or this or that.
Well, then it's gonna be like
It's a little
it's gonna be
odd.
like you want your kid to have the highest IQ
Yes, of
possible for
course.
that thing.
Understood.
So then there's gonna be like it's gonna get to a point where there's no individuality at all anymore, and it's gonna
Yeah.
be a world that's
Boring as fuck.
boring as fuck, but productive.
But at what level? What are you going to be producing?
They're gonna go
You're
to
not
space
producing
and
any
stuff.
soul and shit.
No soul. It will be Brave New World, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, well, that's what they say with crypto and everything. You know, like, well, like,
That's
With-
what they're saying with crypto.
well, with crypto, it's a part of it because they say that the New World Order and shit,
yeah, of course.
like the New
Klaus
World
Schwab.
Order has to have a centralized banking system.
Of course, I think that's
monetary
happening.
value.
nowhere
And that's fucking because look at how little by little you're getting rid of the physical dollar, and like they had a coin shortage during the pandemic.
Yeah, I
Was
think
that
that's
planned? I
think
mean, don't they just make
I think a
fucking
one world government's gonna happen no matter.
that was
what.
weird. I don't understand.
And then you're using more of the like fucking you can tap your watch and pay for shit.
He scans his palm.
Does he? Yeah.
No, seriously,
No, I
Oh yeah, what was it?
for
Wait,
Amazon.
what?
Didn't you get a palm scan for Amazon in the airport?
Yeah,
What was that?
You did that recently.
That's what you told me last time you were here. That, like you went to like one of the things in the airport for Amazon, and it was you can get your palm scanned.
Oh, that was probably an ID.
Yeah, and
yeah.
you just scan your palm, and it reads your palm, and then knows.
Well, what
you're
did you
there.
have?
No,
A
it's one of
TSA
those-
pre-check or
No, this
clear?
is an Amazon store.
No, it's like a
without-
little
without
like you
that.
buy peanuts or something.
You just go.
Oh, okay, yeah, the Amazon stores they have one at crypto fucking.
Yeah,
You
but
scan your
in order
palm.
to, I think, to get in the store, you check your Amazon account, and then they
read your
not
palm,
just
but they
to
already have
see
your
your-
biometrics. They have your fucking hand
now
shit.
they have the
They have
hand
your
on there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, damn! This mother gave that shit to the government.
Gave it right up.
that I have.
I'd be less weirded out with that than the eye.
Yeah, because
I
you're
guess
not
they do
doing
that or
shit.
the eye.
You're not doing anything
No,
I'm not a
nefarious.
fan,
You know,
but
that
I'd
doesn't
be
make
I'd
any
be
sense.
super like
On a
I'm
base
always
level,
like,
though,
emails,
that makes
they're
no
going to
sense.
sleep.
what.
It's just as bad, the eye or the hand.
I know.
You
It's just
what I mean?
how I feel. Like that would be. I think I'd probably walk away. Maybe the hand. I'd be like, yeah.
Dude,
Amazon, okay.
me and my sister, Clear in the airport to get
Like,
Clear.
yeah,
Like,
hide your face.
like-
I'm on that page.
Yeah.
like Clear when they scan your
They
face,
scan your
they like offered me and my sister like to like hop the line when we were me, my sister, and my dad. We were flying back from Utah, and they like you want to do this, and we're like yeah, and then like as we were doing it, it felt so weird. They're like, yeah, well now we scan this. And as soon as my dad was like, "What'd you have to do?" We like, "You just scan our face." He goes, "You fucking idiot." he goes, "We beat y'all through the line anyway." And he was like, "And you just gave the government that?" Like, that was-
I really have a hard time with people being worried about that. They already
Not
have
worried
everything.
They already have everything they
They already
need.
have
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, that's my
but
shit.
To me, it's still like
And
I'll
by the
never
way,
use Clear.
if you've
but-
been to a restaurant and
This is
given
why
a
I don't use
16-year-old
apps.
kid your credit card,
They have
Food
you.
stuff.
you know, you don't have any room to talk.
I agree, and I know I still
Yeah.
felt
Not
bad
you, but
just
the
because
general, the royal you.
I still deep down to me, I know they already have it. Like, and I'm not dumb. Like, I know that's already a thing, but just giving up, like, just being like, scan my eye now is too weird and bizarre for me. Like, on a base
Yeah.
human level, I'm kind of like, I don't like this.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's
I agree.
Whether I know it's detrimental, I don't think I'm gonna be framed for a murder or anything. But something inside me is like, this is weird.
well,
I'd
it's
say
that loss
social
of freedom.
conditioning, but I'm on the same generation as you in that sense. The younger ones aren't going to be raised to think that, you know.
Yeah.
But I agree.
Yeah,
it's new to
everybody
me. It's just how it is.
I
It
know.
just seems
That's
like
odd
everybody's.
that you guys are saying that, and I'm saying the opposite. I'm the older generation.
I would say
Right,
you're
good
the
point, good
I'd
point.
say you're the minority of your generation that thinks that way.
I guess.
Okay,
Probably.
but
Yeah.
okay, you know, you forget your password to, you know, Google. That sucks because you know, you have a ton of your accounts to just log in with Google. So I mean, you want something
Yeah.
more
would
secure,
improve
more
my
secure than
life.
just a password, other than just
It would
clicking
improve
like
my
forgot
life.
password. So like now you have like, you know, Face ID and okay, so say this scan is like, okay, no one can unlock my phone unless
Yeah,
it's my
things looking at
face.
my eyes every day.
So now it's like, okay, everything is secure in my phone, but then that there's a data leak on the dark web.
Yeah.
Now someone
they have
can just so someone has your face. Everyone has everything has your face now.
Yeah, that's
so
the
what?
word.
So my question is, like, yeah, what level are you like? Well, I want my shit so secure.
Yeah.
Right. Like so.
I bet you the
what else could they do?
I bet you the people-
just
I-
besides a physical.
I'd be willing to
chip.
bet that the people with like the highest like amount of money, the most security, I bet you they have it like on physical hard drive or something like that. That there's no chance for like a hacker getting any of their stuff. That's like the most secure.
I don't know. I
So
think
like an
somebody
air
can-
gap computer, whatever they call
exactly.
it. Yeah,
Something off the
nothing,
grid.
completely.
Something off the grid. That will be the most secure. There's like a level you cross where it's like, am I being so secure by giving them all of these things that I'm just opening myself up to people having all of my things?
Kind of
But if
paradox,
any
yeah.
hacker wants to find
Paradox.
that shit, they'll find it. If any hacker wants to find that shit, they'll
Yeah, so the most
like
safe
so
would be
if you
having
got
the
rich enough,
physical thing.
but you
They're all
do
so
have
smart with it.
So
you do have like protections in line a bit because if you think like some super rich guy like that has a lot to lose because if
Yeah,
you
that's
get
why
them-
his shit's on another level.
So I was watching some heist show on Netflix, and the safe they had to break into was, you know, multiple layers, and it was something something you know in your head,
Yeah.
something something you are, aka scan your face or eye, and then the third one was something you have, aka like a totem from Inception.
Yeah,
It is so unique to you, but you have to physically have it. So it's one
Sure.
in your mind, a physical what you are, and then third is what you have, and that was
So
know,
yeah,
a
so you had to have
multi-layer.
something, an alternate item than on you.
Right.
Like nothing attached to it. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. But
But you don't want to have to do that. Just
Wait, how'd they
unlock
hack it?
to unlock your phone.
how did they hack it?
I don't know. Netflix pulled it off. I don't know.
yeah.
But I wasn't
guy
paying
probably-
attention. But I thought I did take that away from the show. I was like, oh, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy probably had just a shitty totem.
Yeah. It really just looked like a pedal.
Yeah, exactly. Like something very recreatable.
But no, it was a good. It was a good show. I forget what it's called. I'll look it up for you.
Alright.
No, actually, no. It was just called Heist.
Oh, it's a good show.
It's just called Heist, and yeah, it was. So you know.
Yeah, I think
It
so.
came up, yeah.
Well, they
Did
were
you
the
watch-
red?
Did you watch the whole thing?
Well, they were the red.
The concept of the show is that it can be watched in any order. So they say like, so they don't call it episodes. It was like 6 episodes. It's not episode 1, 2, 3,
Yeah,
4, 5,
the one in another language.
Uh,
Someone's in another language.
No. It was American.
Oh.
American show.
Sounds interesting, man. I mean, the complications of it. And,
So they say now you're entering the blue episode, and it says every single. This is at least how they lead into it. They say every single viewer, or at least in the most number of combinations that you can watch 6 or 8 episodes in, everyone gets showed it in
Yeah.
a random order.
It's like a different point of view. Probably.
or they just it's
So
like the
every-
way it's written. They
Yeah, it
you
doesn't
can
matter. Yeah.
you can watch it in any order, and then so the viewers, yeah, they each have a, and then so they kind of
Like a
leave
choice, kind of.
it. Yeah, yeah.
You do your own
Which order did you watch it in?
understand.
The way I watched it, like, would not have been
Upside
the
down.
way I would have picked to watch it for sure. So it didn't. For me, I was like, I wish I.
Did you just do 1, 2, 3, 4? Or
You
did
don't, no, you don't. You don't
Oh.
pick. It's apparently Netflix
It's automated.
just does it
Oh, like
random.
to your algorithm kind of thing?
Yeah.
Wow.
or some, or I think it's just
Okay.
random. But
Or it could
Yeah,
just be
it's
showing up with
random.
the same ass
or
shit.
or
Yeah,
they,
and saying
or they
and
could
they
just say that.
Yeah.
they could just say it.
That'd be
Or
awesome.
they could just
dude.
change the colors so people think it's not. No, it
Yeah,
showed
it
me
could
the
just
red
be-
episode first. It showed me the orange episode first.
The government lined us again, man.
That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, dude. That's be high level fucking.
Did you ever do the Black Mirror episode where you choose?
What was it called?
what are those stories called? Where you choose
like
your
a-
own
it's like a
adventure?
Goosebumps?
Goosebumps. Yeah, it was.
Just choose
It
your
was
own
like it was a
adventure.
Black Mirror
Choose your own adventure story.
Goosebumps.
Yeah, yeah.
kinda one.
And you can you choose your own adventure through. Yeah.
The part where he was like tripping on acid and then jumps off
Yeah,
the
yeah,
balcony,
yeah.
that freaked me out.
Yeah, that's
That was a good one.
it's a genius way to do television.
They
Yeah, Black Mirror's the shit, dude.
I thought Black Mirror for sure would have done some more of those, but that was the only one, only thing on Netflix. That was like the first one that kind of came out, and then I
Yeah.
haven't seen too many other ones.
No,
like
yeah,
it.
I think it kind of takes you out of it a little bit, just because it's like because you end up just clicking, kind of just to run through them. You know what I mean? Like you're just trying to see them all instead of just taking it in. You know what I mean? Like, instead of just like watching the movie, you're kind of just like
Go
okay,
go
yeah.
through so I can
Yeah.
see if I kind of get a
You're like trying to
different,
win.
different one.
Yeah. I think like kind of like takes you, but yeah, it's still fun. It's just a more of a game.
I didn't watch many of those. You put me onto it once.
Or what?
Black Mirrors, yeah.
Black Mirror.
They're great. It's just modern day.
Yeah, Black Mirror in general,
Twilight
all their episodes are fire.
Are you a Twilight Zone fan?
Oh, Twilight Zone, Rod Serling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, that was
This
that
is
was
the
my
new age version.
that was my favorite childhood show.
This is the new age version.
That was I had Twilight Zone on DVD.
Very
though.
trippy.
Yeah, that was like my
I
favorite.
would like this. Yeah.
Yeah, you showed me some Twilight Zone, didn't you?
Yeah. There's like the Eye of the Beholder. Eye of the Beholder is like a
Pretty damn
classic.
good.
That's like when like this girl, she's like it's like these like ugly weird like or no, it's this girl who's like beautiful.
Yeah,
and
it's
she's
beautiful.
getting like thing and then like she's like getting plastic surgery and then like it's just all from the point of view of the doctor and then they take off her mask and it's just like this beautiful hot blonde and all the doctors like, oh my god, she's hideous, and then it zooms out and you see all the doctors and they're like these like ugly pig faced people.
Oh yeah.
So like in their world, this hot blonde is just this ugly girl, and they're like, "Oh, gross."
And she's ashamed. And
Yeah.
it's like,
She's like, "Oh my god, what have you done to my face?" Yeah, it's a very deep, and Rod Stone just smokes cigarettes the whole time. It's amazing, honestly.
yeah,
It's sick.
definitely a fan. Black Mirror's fucking
Yeah, same
new
kind of.
age, just trippy as hell. But
The crazy is like the most realistic. Good. Yeah.
Oh no, nothing. I was just looking at what time it is. The world ends in 32 minutes. So
Yeah. We're about to. I think we're about to wrap this thing up.
yeah, I hear you.
Wait, but no, it's
But that Black Mirror episode, like he has the contacts, and then like
yeah.
he's like gets like blackout
that.
drunk, and then like he's like wakes up and he's like, whoa, what's going on? But like the technology in it, because like near future is you can like go back because your contacts are filming everything you do the whole time. So he's like going back looking at what he did, and he's just like, oh no, and like he'll like get in an argument with his fiance or whoever it is. And he'll be like, "No, I said this." She'll be like, "Oh yeah, did you?" And then like pull up the tape, which is just that sucks.
Yeah, sleeper Robin Williams movie is called Cutter, and it's that exact like concept or technology. And Robin Williams is the cutter, which means that he has to make compilation videos for people's like funerals.
Oh,
and so he has to
my
go
God.
back and watch people's entire life on fast forward, and then just cut up like a perfect like version
yeah.
of like
What? And then,
the
like,
person.
he falls in love with the girl or like solves a crime.
I
just
I
make
think
it a
it's kind of
highlight
had
reel,
some like Minority Report kind of
Yeah,
like
same thing.
thing about it, But honestly, I haven't seen it in
Yeah.
forever, so I'd have to rewatch it.
I might watch that tonight.
That's cool.
Sounds cool.
I might watch that tonight.
Could be
That sounds
another
tight.
movie.
Minority Report's fucking tight, dude. That's like it's a fucking classic.
I
Like,
don't want to
it's
say
like Tom Cruise is like in the
Yeah.
future.
You haven't seen Minority? Oh, man.
Tom Cruise in the
Yeah.
future, and it's like a future to where they have this technology you can see in the future, like 5 minutes or something.
Right.
And so they'll arrest people before the crime they've committed. And it's like sort of this moral dilemma of like, but he hasn't done it yet. And then, no,
I hear you.
see this from there. All right, let's go ahead and put a bow on this thing.
I'm fine. Good
Stone
time
Cold
for
Sober.
me.
Sure.
The Smiths were great.
Yeah.
Wait, we're getting the song, right?
Yeah, and he,
Huh?
Oh, isn't that the bow?
oh, we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will does the songs.
He
Will does
he
the
sings
songs.
us out
Fuck.
each week. That's true.
Will does the song.
What songs? I mean,
Jamaican is what you've been
Yeah.
killing it with.
I don't even have a beat, dude. You guys.
You can pull up a beat.
But you.
I'll give you the hook.
Fucking hell.
I'll give you the hook. The hook's gonna be.
No, we need a beat, dude. I can't fuck around without a beat. Like
The hook's
like,
gonna be
but
something
I don't
about
like 'em. I
handicap
don't like
parking
choosing.
tag.
I mean, I could do like a pencil.
I could-
beat.
No,
no. He's usually good. Like he did it one day that we were at AC, and fucking whatever. You brought me on stage. That day was fucking.
yeah.
We were fucking around with Gevo.
He's
He's a good DJ.
Do Reggae Mylitis instrumental. Reggae Mylitis.
My lighters,
Yeah, Reggae Mylitis, like it's a disease.
like MY or MI.
MILI. It should come up. Reggae Mylitis instrumental. Yeah. It could be about how you have a bum knee and you're handicapped. I can park wherever.
Wow, man.
I use the big stall. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, man. I use the big stall. I can't do fucking.
Let me see.
Yeah, man. I use the big stall.
I mean, do we go with this one? Let's see. No, that wasn't it. This is a real legit dude, but let's see what other beats he's got. Or is that?
Ziggy Marley? Or no, it's who's that?
Is this Peter Tosh?
Yeah, Peter Tosh is great.
So that's only putting that one up.
You could do Wanted, Dead or Alive. Wanted, yeah, do Wanted by Peter Tosh. That was pretty good.
Jesus, you guys are really making me.
Yeah, you got it, dude. Let's hear this freestyle. You better
Can't
hurry
find
up.
It's fun watching the
Dude, I
television.
can't find the
We'll do it.
instrumental.
Just do generic.
Look at his armpit, dude.
Oh, look at that, dude. That's like a vagina. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's like 70s Playboy, man.
70s play. Why, do you shave your pits?
What?
Do you shave your pits?
I have 70s Playboy also.
Okay.
That one just looked extra pussy.
Just looked extra pussy.
Alright, what you got, dude? Extra pussy.
Fuck, man. You guys are really making me do this already.
My armpits look extra pussy.
My armpits look extra pussy. They look like a hairy bush. From back in the days when Playboy used to have them pussies look like a big bush by the side of your home. My armpit was not looking alone. Looked like it was a bunch of fucking hair and a pussy in the center of there. But then we switched up to talking about my hut. Now I can fucking walk around wherever that I want. I can park up in any spot, cause I got that shit on my block. It says handicap. It says handicap. It says you're broken and you're handicapped. But I get better placement wherever I go. I can park in any street, oh no. No tickets for me and no pay. Cause I'm handicapped on this very day. Yes, I'm a broken man, but not broke by parking.
That was a good bow. That was-
Yeah. Well, fuck. We can make it better.
I loved it because I couldn't hear any beat at all. It was
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
great audio
Yeah.
listening to you do that voice.
Well, thank you to the Smiths.
Yeah. Thank you,
This
Smith.
episode.
All right, thanks for having us, y'all.
Thank you, Will and Coke. And
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Stone
thank you.
Coke Soba.
We are making it.
All right, peace out, y'all.
That was awesome.